Hey Pod fam, welcome back to AITL, the podcast with Sophie, aka the motherfucking Odditty. I am going on a 2, 3, 4, 5 week break. JK, it would be more than 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I'm going on the break because your girl has not been taking care of herself, and that's okay. I'm going to make sure I'm okay by the time I get back. So please enjoy the last episodes. Go binge watch all the episodes that we've recorded before this, and I promise I'll be seeing you guys soon. If you're watching this, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. I miss you, Pod fam. I love this podcast. I can't wait to be back. More guests, more interviews. My love. Bye. Welcome to Am I Too Loud, the podcast. Are you done? You're so large.
I know. It's so difficult. Okay.
Hey, Odd fam. Welcome back to Am I Too Loud, the podcast with Sophie, a.k.a. the motherfucking Oddity. Reunited at last with my favorite person in the entire world. Are you on your fucking phone right now?
No, I'm not actually.
What are you doing? What are you on? What am I seeing right here? What's that? What are you doing?
Oh, you changed the loud statement?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I thought it was the wrong
thing I was opening.
Yeah.
No, it's my podcast. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
God, guys, welcome back to the episode. Please, I'm just joking. I'm not a mean girl. Before we're going to carry that now and say, because at this point, guys, there's so much for us to catch up on. First of all, I look rough, so I'm not going to show my eyes. I hope you can see them through my glasses, though. But welcome back to the podcast. I feel like I look like a crazy person with this tiny ass mic in my ears, but Donald said this looks cool. So if you guys think he's lying, let me know in the comments. Loud opinion of the day is I think game nights have become so sexual. Like, it doesn't need to be that serious. Like, sometimes it's okay to just play Mafia instead of playing Truth or Dare or 7 Heavens in Heavens. I'd be 7 Nights in Heaven and shit like that. I only say that because this is December is going on right now, and I've gotten so many invites already to go to game nights, and they're all usually like, "Oh, your phones are gonna be taken away." I'm like, why? Why can't we actually go somewhere and we should play games where people are fighting and yelling, and it's fun, and it's not about sex or a man and a woman or we're not having clothes or take off your clothes. You know what I mean? Why are you lost in thought, Donald?
Wait, did you intro me already?
Nigga, they can fucking see your face. What are you talking about? Why are you acting like a stranger on the podcast? What is wrong with you?
Okay, first of all, I have a few things to address.
What?
Let's start with the holding of this thing.
Okay.
Is it because you're holding it on the right hand? Does that mean I have to hold it on the left hand?
No.
So I can hold it whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why are you acting like you've not held the mic before? Oh my God. Hi guys. Welcome back to the podcast. I am back in New York, which means I am back on the green couch. That is like the OG green couch with our favorite producer, friend. At this point, honestly, Donald is I'm considering you like one of my closest friends now. I feel like we've gotten to that stage.
I've gone up the ranks.
I think so. I really think like, because I feel like at some point I would say like you were more of like a coworker than a friend to me. And then you were, well, actually, let me take that back. First of all, you were a really close friend to me. And then we became coworkers. And then we became coworkers, friends. And I would say like the relationship was like 60% coworker, 40% friend. And then it became 80% friend, 20% coworker. And then we had a big fight. And then it became 80% coworker, 20% friend. And then now I feel like we're back to like 70% friend, 30% coworker.
I agree.
Right? I feel the same way too.
I owe it to my maturity. I feel like I've matured.
I've matured a lot more than you've matured.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying you've not matured.
I can't speak.
I'm not saying you've not matured. I'm just saying like I feel like I've matured in terms of like being friends.
Donald is a better friend.
Yes.
You are a better friend. And honestly, with the shit that I've been through this year, I feel like you're not. I blame you. I actually blame you, Donald.
Why?
Because I feel like because I saw you how much you improved being a better friend and like the things you've now started doing to just be not selfish. Because Donald was not really badly selfish.
You can say it.
Okay, yeah. Because it was very much like it's someone's kind of person that you'd be like, can you help me do something? Donald's gonna like why? Like it was not necessarily, you're not a selfless person.
Yeah.
And so we had big fights about like how much you prioritize yourself and your well-being, which is valid. But I am learning that people will always choose themselves.
Yeah.
And there are people like me whose brains aren't wired that way. So I would always choose somebody else before myself.
Right.
And I think I get that from my mom too. So I blame you because I feel like taught me to appreciate the fact that there are people in my life who might start off being selfish and they could change. I think Tayo, I know, is another friend of mine. I think we talked about it a little bit on the podcast with him, who was also like very selfish, and then when we became friends he changed. And then so I feel like I expected the pattern when I met other people who might have been selfish, and realizing that, oh, not everybody's willing to change and be selfless. People are always going to just, some people are just,
are people going to take the time, right? Because
yeah,
I think I can't speak for other genders, but I think like there's a certain way that like men are taught how to be friends with other men.
Yeah.
I think when you're being friends with a woman,
it's
and
different.
but actually being friends, you want to take it off?
Lean properly, but it sounds good. Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, but when you're being friends with like the opposite gender, but you're actually trying to be friends, like there's a different level that you need to get to. And I think like that was the learning, you know, that was the curve. Because I feel like with male friendships, a lot of my male friends, we actually don't have the conversations. We kind of have this like telepathy thing where it's like, I know that I'm asking you if you're good, and you know that I know that you're good.
Not, or you're good, or you're not.
It's kind of like we're not actually speaking about the problem.
Yeah, you just kind of like,
except it gets like
very bad,
really bad,
which is not like, good.
It's not good at all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not saying that like, but this is what happens.
Yeah.
So on the flip side, where it's like, okay, now conversations need to be had.
Yeah.
Things need to be said. It's kind of like, I remember the first time you were like, oh, like, why you didn't send me anything, or like anything for, I don't know, if you like, I think you hit like, it was,
I hit a milestone, and like I just felt alone and not celebrated. No. I think what our first fight was I think you forgot that I didn't have anyone here.
Yes.
And so, and Donald has a community here because he went to school in New York. He has siblings here. He has a partner here. Like, you had a life here. Right. And in my head, I was just like, as my friend, at least like try to bring me in, like invite me with your friends, or like invite me with you. Like, I don't know, like,
I wasn't thinking about it from that
angle. You were not thinking about it from that angle. So I remember just feeling like isolated when like you'd say you're celebrating something, and I'll be like, I didn't want to ask if I could come because you didn't offer. Right. And I think I'll always be salty about that. And then I realized afterward, like, you also were like, you weren't sure if I would want to come. Right. Because, you know, celebrity status or whatever. So.
But at least we're here. I remember one time. Okay. The very first thing you ever got me. I think. Champagne? Yes, it was champagne. We had hit. What did you do? We hit 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, we did.
We hit 1,000 subscribers, and I'm like, okay, we've hit 1,000 subscribers. I was on the React channel. The next thing you're like, I don't want to shout the company, Drizzle, right? They're like,
oh, it was Drizzle.
Yeah. They're like, oh, you have a package coming. I'm like, I didn't even know what Drizzle was.
Yeah, that's true. You asked me. You were like, what's
the
going on?
next thing was champagne. I'm like, nobody has ever bought me champagne. See, guys, I need to understand something. Nobody buys me anything. Like, aside from like...
People don't.
Like...
But also, I feel like...
the last time someone just like randomly sent me money. Like, Donald, here's $5,000. Not $5,000 because, oh, like, you have to give me this money back. Or $5,000 because we're about to do this shoot. Like, just here's $5,000. Even my rich friends, even the friends who are like, they're super rich and they're celebrity status. Still.
Was that shade?
It's not shade.
Did you do that? What's going on?
Jokes.
Hey, but I was like, wait a minute.
Okay, but
hi guys. First of all, that was a crazy intro into the podcast. I feel like, guys, I'm just not feeling good.
Yeah, this episode is gonna be therapeutic for you.
You think so? Yeah. I feel like it would be. Okay, let me catch you guys up. So I am in New York now. If you're new here, hi. My name is Sophie. This is my podcast. Ew, that sounds like I'm on the vlog channel for some freaking reason. If you're not caught up on the podcast or what my life has been recently, I just got back from Houston. And I've been traveling, so put my stuff in storage. We all know about that. In my personal life, at least, put my stuff in storage, and I've been like moving around a lot. And I went to London, did Scotland, did LA, did Nigeria, and did Houston, and now I'm back in New York, and I'm heading out for Odditty December, which is like when everybody goes to Ghana, Nigeria, Cape Town, to have fun for the holidays. Yeah. But that's coming up really soon. But I went to Houston, and I think from LA was very, because I've always told Donald that I thought I wanted to live in LA. And I think it was because, like, for me, I really want to get into acting and get into, like, entertainment. And LA feels like the place to be. Yeah. So I went to LA, stayed there for a month to try to see if that was my vibe. And I just didn't like it. Like, and the weather was not the best when I was around, but also I think it was too far apart.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt too far apart
But
for
but you
me.
had a car that you were driving though.
Yeah, even still, like I didn't like New York is so special. Like I don't like New York is so special. Like
Yeah.
I enjoy how small New York feels to me. Like even when I'm in my apartment, it's like a tiny apartment in this really crazy world, and
Yeah.
like it feels like I'm just one speck in like the chaos of everything. And then when I leave and travel to all these places, I still can go back to like my home and my
Yeah.
safes, like my safety. So anyways, I did not enjoy LA. But I know, like, if I'm ever gonna be in LA, I'm hoping it's gonna be like me going and just chilling and resting and just hanging out. And then if it's work, and sleep, work, sleep, that kind of thing.
Do you
Then
see
I went
yourself
to
being
Houston.
like bi-coastal?
I don't. Maybe I feel like in my dream, like if I
Because
want
what
to
about the weather?
because if I want to manifest something, I'll be
Mhm.
like, I book a TV show or acting gig in LA for like the winter months.
Right.
And so then I go and stay, and I'm like waking up for 7 a.m. call times. By the time it's 10 p.m., I'm done with like work. I'm going into my apartment to just be knocked out. I go to the next day for Pilates, and I go for brunch with
Right.
friends, and I go
Right.
right back to the studio. Like that will kind of be my life in LA. I think New York allows me to have more experiences here than LA does. There's a
Okay.
lot more to do in the city, which is crazy because you feel like if you've lived in New York a lot, you feel like there's it doesn't feel like you can finish everything. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's like Lagos to me. Like you can't. There's the same places you can go, yeah, but I can go to the West Village today, and I can spend 5 years in New York in the West Village and
And
not have been
discover new
to
things.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what I mean. Like there's always something hidden,
Right.
a Broadway show, an event, like there was a reading thing that's going on in a library. Like there's always something people are doing in New York, which makes me excited. But yeah, so that was LA. And then I went to Houston. And for y'all that don't know, I actually used to live in Houston, kinda. So my uncle, who's I'm estranged from, just do a little story time.
It's
Well,
strange. It's crazy.
I think so. So for context, guys, my dad is late. My mom is a single mother. And when I was coming to America under like really terrible circumstances, she put me in the arms of this uncle. So he was basically going to be like, he was a father figure to me. I was like his favorite cousin or favorite niece. Yeah, his favorite niece. He was like, me and him were really close. I considered him my dad. So when I came to America, I stayed in his house, helped him raise his kids with his wife. And like, it was basically like we're a family. Yeah. And when I went to Louisiana for college, he was in Houston. So I would go for breaks. I'll go to their house and then come back. But he was a very like devout Muslim and very like strict. My uncle was very controlling. Me and him ended up just not speaking anymore. He just basically like, what is it called? Like disowned me essentially, like does not speak to me because I started doing social media, blocked me off everything, calls me the devil. He like hates my guts. Like from someone who was like, I was his favorite niece to like how he sees me now, it's pretty terrifying. So I say all that to say, he was married to my auntie. They got divorced because he is an asshole. She just celebrated her 50th birthday last week. And this story is probably so typical of African families because we all go through this shit. Like we all kind of see, like we have family members who use access to them as reasons for bad behavior, and I feel like that was something I just wasn't gonna be dealing with anymore. Like my family, when I first started social media, especially being Muslim and African, they would always like want me to be controlled in a certain way, and I just hated it. Anyways, my auntie got divorced from him and she just turned 50, so I went to Houston, and that was the first time in 5 years that I'd been back to Houston since me and him like cut off ties.
Did you see him?
So the last time I went with an ex at the time, and we went to see him because my mom had been like, she wants me to like make amends. Like me and him were really close. She hates that we don't talk. So I went to his house. At that point, he and my auntie were still together. He did not speak to me. I mean, like I went into this man, like me and my ex at the time went to his house. My ex drove the car. I flew to Houston. My auntie said hello. The kids said hello. He was in the room. I went into the room. I said, "Oh, uncle, good evening or good morning," I think, and he just looked at me, like, "Oh, good evening," just stared at me. And then my ex comes in and my ex greets and he's like, "Oh, how are you? Oh, good boy." Da, 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 da. Starts having full-blown conversations with my ex.
I want to point out something, right?
Well,
Is there a double standard? Because I saw Hassan Minaj and Malala. Is that her name?
Yeah.
The Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Mhm.
They have an episode that just came out. And she was talking about how there's a double standard where, like, you know, because after she had won the award and everything, she goes to school and she moved to America. She started wearing jeans. And her dad wears jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Her brother wears jeans.
Mm-hmm.
But her dad had an issue with the
Her
fact that
wearing
she was
jeans.
wearing jeans and she wasn't like wearing like the traditional Pakistani
Outfits and
something
everything.
about like your uncle. Is there a double standard there? Like because he's like that way to the guy? Is it
No,
because you're a girl, or do you think if you were a guy and you
No.
move
He's a
that way,
terrible judgmental person. Anyways, guys,
regardless of gender?
regardless of gender, like
Okay.
he's my uncle is so in my family, and I feel like I shouldn't. Let me just not even say most. What's a pattern that I've noticed is there's a lot of control involved. And I will say when you come from a polygamous family, like especially the way my family and like the siblings are all set up, they've had to sort of fight for their right to be seen in that space. I'm doing some therapy speak right now. So I see that in my mom's siblings a little bit, even in my mom too, where they're sort of trying to find control where they can. So imagine you're a middle kid, you're number 7 of 30, 40 kids, and you're trying to be known. So you have to find some level of control to find yourself to be successful.
Right.
So for my uncle, I think for him, and I hate that I'm speaking about him when he can't respond back, but that's what he gets at this point.
Yeah.
But for him, when I watched him at the time, a part of me was just like, I know this is like a lot of unresolved trauma from his family issues that are coming up, but it was also at my expense.
Yeah.
Also helps with my like abandonment issues, because the fact that like someone who I considered my dad could abandon me, I was like, damn, like this life is really fucked up. Anyways, my auntie turned 50, so I went to celebrate her, and I think I posted a TikTok about that, and everybody was just like, Sophie, you're such a girl's girl, because they would have thought my auntie was my blood relative the way I was speaking about it. And I'm like, I don't think you guys understand how powerful it is to see an African woman start over, or just women start over in general, like especially after 3 kids, after going to, because relationships and romance and love, they're one of the most like all-consuming emotions like we face as human beings. And then when you actually add life to love, and what I mean by that is you already love someone, and you throw life's obstacles in the way,
Right.
it's so hard to move away from that safety, that security, that trauma, that relationship, whatever it is. And so every woman who, whether she gets divorced after kids, whether she gets divorced after like, whatever the case may be, I would always cheer her on.
Yeah.
Especially when like it was a situation she wasn't in, because I hear the story a lot of women staying for our kids. I mean, most of our parents did that. Like we know moms whose husbands had whole families and whole homes in different places, and the women were just like, I know he's cheating on me, but what can I do? My kids need to eat.
Yeah, it's like I don't have a choice.
I don't have a choice. So I like that a lot more younger women, African women, Black women, are realizing there's a choice in picking a partner, in living with your partner, and staying with your partner, all of that. Anyway, so after Houston, back in New York now, and I've just not been like feeling like myself, and I think it's because I've been moving so much, which is crazy, because I don't know if it was you that was asking me how nomad life has been for me and if I'm enjoying it or not. And I think I was talking to my manager too, and she was asking me, I'm talking a lot, aren't I?
Keep going.
Oh.
It's your podcast. Right?
Guys, I'm telling you, I don't know how to not apologize for myself.
I mean, but like it's crazy how you've actually like you don't have a home right now.
I don't. Yeah.
Which is right. So like, how's that been? Because you've been traveling.
Yeah, because my manager was
since
telling
May,
me.
right?
I was telling her when I landed in New York, I was like, oh, I just don't feel good. I feel some type of way. She's like, oh, maybe it's because you don't have a place. And I'm like, no, because this feeling is familiar.
Right.
Because even when I had an apartment, I still felt like this. So it has nothing to do with me moving. I just think I might blame it on something else. I think I'm still seeking some level of structure with how I'm moving that I haven't found yet. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just trying to figure out what structure or what that looks like. But besides that, no, I've enjoyed it. Like I love it very much. I think next year is going to be like a fresh start for me. Because now I feel like I've done all the cities that I want to potentially see if I want to live in. I realize I don't want to leave New York. So now I'm like, okay, I'm actually going to travel now. So next year is the kind of thing where I'll ring you up and be like, do you want to just book a flight and let's figure out where it lands in the world, and then we should go.
Just go do it.
Yeah. Right. So I think that's kind of travel and experiences that I want to have next year. So we'll see how those go. But yeah, back in New York. And of course I had to film this episode with Donald. I think the episodes we had with the last guest have been just so fun. Yeah. Like having Dre on the podcast, just seeing Mo, shout out to them. I think next year I'm excited for the kind of guests we're going to have on to film. Honestly, I would say
Ooh, what was your favorite on the road podcast?
so far. Ooh, my mom's.
No. And we just saw like the Spotify rap thing that just came out.
Yeah. You think Annie and Justin?
No, but no. That was the most listened.
Yeah, my mom's episode was the
Right?
most listened, yeah.
But no. That was the one with Innie and Justin.
Was it?
That was the most listened.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right? But the one with your mom had like the most engagement, like likes and comments. I
That
feel
was
like
one of
people
my favorite
really
episodes. Yeah, they definitely resonated with that episode. Everywhere I go, people talk about that episode a lot.
Really?
It's so crazy. But yeah, whatchamacallit? I am here now. We're in New York, and I am with, finally, introducing the person sitting beside me. Donald put this himself. I just want you guys to know that. If whenever we have guests, I do the like little recaps of who the guests are. Donald, I did not even think to introduce Donald because I just assumed you guys knew who he was and we're just going to dive into the episode. But this man, because he's the one that edits it, I know for a fact he saw me introducing other people and wanted me to introduce him to. So, to give you what you want, today's guest is someone you already know. My creative partner, my loud bestie, and the man who somehow survives producing this show every week. He's a filmmaker, creative director, and the Nigerian king of dramatic storytelling for no reason. Donald Aduvier is in the building for our holiday special Never Have I Ever episode of Am I Too Loud, the podcast. Donald, welcome to Am I Too Loud, the podcast.
Thank you very much. Let's not act like, come on.
Like
Pod
what?
fam. You guys know.
No what?
Like, isn't it crazy that this is episode 48?
Is it 48?
47? 46?
48.
48. I was right.
48?
This is episode 48.
Oh, wait, so it's going to be perfect. The episode that I wanted to do will be 50.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And we've been doing this. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's perfect.
First one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
And we've been doing this for a whole year. And I think it's just, how do you feel though? Because like, yeah, the intro is all nice and dandy, right? Because like, you guys need to know who I am, first of all. But
Why are you talking like that?
Well, that's my.
Oh,
because you know, like, see, this is like Donald the producer. But
I want my friend.
But I want
my friend right now.
No. I'm trying to give you the different versions of the voice.
Okay.
This is Donald the producer. Like soft voice, the guy who could be a bestie. But you also need to understand that, like, I do have a deep side to me. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a Duvier. Oh, and I'm gonna say it here first. We're actually rebranding my agency from a random creative to a Duvier, which is really interesting because I recently found out the meaning of a Duvier.
What does a Duvier mean?
It means a good thing, a good future. And
I like a random creative.
No, so it's a Duvier by a random creative. But the reason why I Duvier is like, I feel like somewhere along the line, since I moved to America, I lost the element of culture, like the care of culture. Right? So
okay.
So
bring
right
it
now,
around, bring
the
it
goal
home.
is to build like a culture-driven studio and really just try to reconnect back into the culture and make sure that every project that I'm working on is feeding back into the culture in some way.
A Duvier.
I do. No, I like it though.
No.
No.
A Duvier.
Because like,
I feel you.
We can go on so many rants, but like when it comes to like the element of culture and actually everything that's been going on around, which I'm about to pivot into because it's like you got cancelled.
I was just
from
thinking
left,
that.
right.
Oh my God, guys.
And I think that's what inspired it. I'm just like I need to personally, because I'm like, what can I do? I'm here in America, right? I feel helpless. What
you
can
did
I
feel
really
helpless.
do?
I know I didn't even help you, but I
was really sitting down. I was like, what can I do? I was calling friends, trying to figure stuff out.
Okay, so let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
So guys, finally addressing the elephant that was in the room. About 2-3 weeks ago, before anything had happened, I really wanted to do an episode on religion. And I think I did that because
No, you're not telling the story right. It doesn't start from there.
It started from 2 months ago, a month ago.
It started from the Nigeria. When did the Nigeria episode go out? It started from the Nigeria episode.
Okay, let's go back to
Yes.
square one. So I did a Nigerian episode where I said Nigeria is not a real place, and I did a response video about that. And so there was a lot of conversations, and a lot of the reasons why I started feeling like religion was a huge factor in how people thought, especially in Nigeria, with regard to the American president also saying they wanted to come do some invasion of Nigeria because of the Christian genocide and all that stuff that was happening. So I tweeted, organized religion is one of the downfalls of the African society or something like along those lines. And I was like, you know what? We should do a podcast episode where I talk about organized religion. Very separate from any response to what was going on within Nigeria. So this was more of like okay, I feel like one of the biggest people who listen to me are Nigerians, but also there's a lot of Americans, the UK, Canada, Ghana. We're global. 83 countries, guys. Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah. And
I wanted to sort of like talk about religion from a standpoint of how I see it. So I'm Muslim. Like I said, I'm from a Muslim background. I'm not practicing Muslim, but for the most part, like I was a practicing Muslim. And then I also see how Christianity, Islam, Judaism, all the isms, all the Abrahamic, almost all religions at this point sort of become, whether that's like an umbrella for a lot of damages caused in the world, just a tool. And so I wanted to talk about organized religion and how we need to start thinking about faith differently. So I filmed this episode. I mean, like, filmed this episode, rushed to film it, and it had a post date of a Wednesday randomly, right? That was what was happening.
Because everything is planned, right? It's like
we planned all of that. We filmed it.
Yeah.
Then the day before the episode was supposed to go live, there was an attack on about 3 to 4 different places in Nigeria, talking about an attack on a Christian church.
That was live streamed.
Yeah, that was live streamed. Children were kidnapped in schools in Kebbi State, and so on and so forth. And so we still had plans to post that episode because, to me, I wanted to make sure we also posted like a disclaimer at the beginning that this is not in any way talking about the loss of the lives or the nonsense that's happening, which we put in the full episode. But also, like, this is why we did this is why we're posting about this too, because these are things where a lot of things are going to be weaponized around the conversations with insecurity in Nigeria. So I posted that, and then we posted a teaser. Now, here is where the issue came, and I take full responsibility for. When in the full video and when we're filming it, in the video itself, I'm talking about how when we think about propaganda, right, and we think about things that have happened with foreign invasion into different countries, we see stuff that sometimes aren't credible, or we see stuff that are maybe exaggerated to fit an agenda. We see it currently in the media in America. We see it in the media in Nigeria. We see it in the media everywhere. Like, we see it with AI and not knowing who is a real influencer.
Like, the news is performative.
The news is performative.
Yeah.
So I remember in one of the clips I'm saying that right now there's allegations of like 50,000 bodies in certain places. There's people getting murdered. But my biggest issue with Nigeria and countries like in third world countries is there is no correct reporting. Like, there is no agency that is sort of like credible enough to say this is exactly what's going on, especially with the North and how vast it is. So my take when I was talking about that is like, we're seeing all these things. Where are they? Like, why don't we have this footage? Why don't we have this news? Why don't we see these things? Because when we talk about the issue with Palestine right now, folks can see it. Like, we see, and which is even more disappointing to say, is we see it and we still see no one's helping and no one's, you know what I mean? Like, just
it's another side of it.
But so I'm like, we see these things like happening right now. We see the bombings. So for me, I'm like, I want us to be able to push, whether that's like government agencies, to show us reports and all these things that are going on, so then we can make proper decisions and stuff. So I posted this teaser, and immediately we're starting to get like a lot of flack. People are like, what do you mean? People just lost their lives. How are you so disrespectful? And I'm like, this is not me trying to be disrespectful. This is me trying to be logical in a time where a lot of people are being led by emotions, which I now was like, you know what? I can see that perspective. So instead of trying to be like, oh, I'm going to double down, I did the video and then reposted it where it wasn't so like, what is it, in their face, like it wasn't so loud and abrasive, and more, okay, I'm understanding why this might not sit well, but I hope people watch that video. We just got a lot of feedback and a lot of pushback on people just being very upset, being so rude and disgusting. And I remember my team sending me messages. My social media team was like, Sophie, are you okay? Do you want to take this down? Donald is like upset for me. He's like, he wants to go off in the comments. And I'm just like, and I also was even in the comments like explaining myself to people. And I just realized that people are going to always be so dedicated to misunderstanding you. Yeah. And also there is, for social media right now, there is no nuance. There is no, oh, this can also be true and this can also be true. And when people don't agree with your stance, it's becoming more of like an attack on your character rather than just a disagreement of opinions.
Yeah.
So like if I say I don't want US invasion in Nigeria, and someone is responding to me saying, how dare you say that you're saying that from a place of privilege? No.
Right.
It's an opinion. I don't want US invasion.
It's also like, how dare you? No. It's like, think about it. It's like, how dare you say someone is coming from a place of privilege? What do you mean? Like, and that's see, I don't want to get into it too much, because I think it showed me something, right? Because from a producer standpoint, I'm like, that was one of our posting that video, because I'm the one hitting publish, right? I'm like excited, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I put all the disclaimers.
Really
I'm like, I'm excited about this episode to go out. But then it becomes our lowest listened video, lowest viewed video, but the outrage on social media is insane. And I understand people are saying, oh, it's what was put in the teaser. It's a flipping teaser, right?
Watch the full episode.
Like when has, and I think this is, because yes, religion is one aspect of what I think Africans suffer, but the second aspect is education. Mm-hmm. The idea of not wanting to hop into discourse, like you're not having and even when you go into the teaser and look at the comments, right? It's a lot of people like saying, oh, this person is a dog, this person is this. And to be honest, I'm actually
oh my God, someone said,
I'm disgusted
your mother needs to die, because why would she even,
the way I'm disgusted by like young Nigerians, right? I'm disgusted by like just the thoughts and like the type of like verbiage that is being used by people. It's like, there's no way Nigeria is going to grow if people are not ready. Like, even living here in America, this place that you're like, oh, this is privilege. Like, you have to listen to the opposing sides. Like, you have to listen to understand, like, hear everyone's food. You can't be like, oh, I'm not going to, because if you're afraid to listen, then it means that you don't even believe what you believe. Because why are you afraid? What is it going to change your mind? Are you scared that like, oh, like if you meet somebody who thinks a different way, now it's like, oh, now you're, you think you're going to like the same gender? Like, you know, something like this, like different.
Go off, sis.
It's think about it, right? It's like, and it's like, it's so disappointing, especially the comments. And this cuts across to like different, even with where we're going to go into now, because I feel like we're going to go into Danish deception, right?
Yeah.
It's like my thoughts on like, okay, on one end, you see people are like, okay, let's spread love. Everyone speaks love. And I'm so big on like, okay, love, great.
Mm-hmm.
But when the going gets tough and it's time, like the reality is different.
Yeah.
Like the reality is like you poor. And when I say majority, right, it's like, I'm not talking to the people who are leaving nice comments, who will never leave a hate comment. I'm not talking to those people. I'm talking to people who like you go to insult rather than like actually like having educated like discourse. Like just, it was very disappointing.
I feel like also like it feeds into, because here's the thing. I'll say this for as long as we want. We need to bring back the group chat. Like we need to bring back the group chat. And also we need to bring back, I don't even know how to say this properly. We need to bring back, I don't know if it's shame or something. I
think it's shame.
Maybe it's shame, because you know what? I remember I did this in an episode before where I was like, you know, Trevor Noah does this thing in this podcast where it's like, if I ruled the world, I would have people actually, if you want to post a comment, right, you have to record a video. And in that video, there's your house address, your name, your social security number and everything. Mm. And for every comment you leave, it shows up as like a message with all your details.
Right.
To that person you're sending.
So we know you're the one.
So we know you're the one and we know what you're saying. Because I swear to you, the amount of audacity people have online to be so hateful and so negative. And I see this also with TikTok.
Fake accounts.
TikTok with quotes on Twitter, and I don't know, I'm still on that platform. And even on Instagram too, where if you have a head of a mob who is uneducated and the head of the mob tells the mob, this is exactly what it is, the mob now follows.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I'm like, how does that person become a head of a mob? How does that person have the skill set? But I'm like, that's where negative comments come from. The more salacious you are, the more arrogant, the more loud you are.
It's attention.
Yeah,
you want the attention.
I underestimate, like sometimes I get nervous because I'm like, oh guys, like am I too loud? I want this podcast to be, well, let me say this instead. if you are watching my podcast, and I hope you cut this clip out, whoever is clipping clips. Thank you very much. If you're watching my podcast, no, I want this to continue. You can keep all of this in. Okay. If you're watching my podcast, you're keeping your thoughts, your opinions, your beliefs, your life lessons, your everything that is you're keeping it at the door, and you're coming into the conversation with an open mind.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you at any points to agree with me, to kiss my ass, to support me blindly. Absolutely fucking not. And my tool is like, oh, I'm going to say some crazy shit. I'm going to say some normal shit. I'm going to say some terrifying stuff. If you don't agree, respectfully disagree with me. If you agree, respectfully agree with me, and let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I feel like social media has lost all of its fun. Like, if I go online now and I see someone in their dream house celebrating their dream whatever, and my response to that is like, people are suffering in the world, how dare you post this?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Or if I'm listening to a podcast and I don't agree with what they're saying, how fun would it be if like I go in the comments and I write my own thoughts on how I disagree, and they respond back, and now we're arguing back and forth, but we're not insulting each other. Instead, we're just arguing. Yeah. Like, oh, I don't agree with this issue because of da-da-da-da-da. And then they bring their own points, and it's not
like
emotional.
You're not insulting me because
it's not an insult.
I'm of the opposite religion. You're not insulting me because
I think that's why I missed the old politics before. I missed the old politics after Obama.
Yeah, because you watch
before Obama. Because I feel like
before Obama.
Before Trump.
Before Trump, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like politics then was, even though we disagree fundamentally on these issues, I still respect you. Yeah. Like, I respect your thoughts. Like, I might not like it, but I respect it. And like, I think the idea of people who are like from different sides of the aisle was always just this idea of, we might not agree with each other, but doesn't mean we're not respectful. We don't like each other. Like, now the rhetoric is so, like, the world is so full of hate. And I see that with like normal people on social media trying to get their last viral view. And successful people aren't negative, guys. Like, successful people are not negative. They're not mean. And I know as I say that now, I'm thinking of the top 5 successful people right now who are probably really mean. But they also
I don't consider those people successful.
And also they're filled with such dark energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope you understand that when people talk, it should always start from a place of care. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I wish humanity
and being
I feel like it's so kumbaya.
Like, but, kindness, no, it's not though. Kindness is really important, right? Because and it's not, I like what you said, right? Like, coming into the conversation and keeping your thoughts at the door, but like understanding that like they're there, they're not going away.
Yeah, and you go and pick them back up. It's
but
like
I would say that with the teaser that we posted, one of the things I've been thinking about is like, I do hear the part of because of how hard the truth is to take, when you package the truth in such a short burst like that, a lot of the people who like, we also want to, what's the point of pissing the person off at the door if you want to engage in discourse with them? Now, I think one of the things that I want us to kind of like figure out is to go back and like, just like have that extra layer of consideration when we're pushing out teasers to watch it. Because like, we watched that and like we had no issue with it, right? Yeah. But also thinking about like, okay, how does this
because like
hurt someone in a little way? Because if someone tells me that like, if someone believes something and someone makes one statement that like goes against that, it hits me. But whether we like it or not, this is like almost like a big part of the world.
But also, words can always be spun. So sometimes we don't have control over that. Because if I said what I said and I explain why I said it, which is funny because, let's give you an example. So one of my previous relationships, the biggest things we always struggled with was misunderstanding each other's words. Okay. So you might say a word, but I might have a whole different meaning for what that word meant or what I meant by that. And you might take it a different way.
Of course.
So for example, if in this particular conversation, the overall arching fight with me was that I was disrespecting the people who've lost their lives by saying 50,000 bodies where, right? And for me, when I hear that, I'm like, oh, I'm not saying that. I mean that as in like, where? Let's get reporting done. Let's get things going. Let's push. Let's do all these things.
Like, are we sure it's not more?
Are we sure it's not more? It's not less. Are we sure people are like getting killed? Where are they getting killed? What are the numbers? If there are 33 girls in Kebbi that are kidnapped, how old are those young girls? Where are their parents? So how many? Like, we don't have data we don't have a census of data for the bodies that are getting lost, especially in the north. We've done a terrible job as a country to actually even keep tabs of that. Like in America, 5 kids should get missing. They're telling you exactly where those children are.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a tracking chip they have. You know what I mean? Like there's that level of reporting that's done because of the care the government at least has put into that, right? Versus I say that and people hear that as like, what do you mean? Are you questioning the loss of lives? How dare you disrespect?
Right.
No matter what,
there's always going to be
the conversation is still there are 50,000 bodies that were found or that have been killed, 50,000 people that have been killed. No matter the amount. I saw this on TikTok the other day. I know this is like a mid grasp, right? On TikTok, what this girl said that sometimes not everything has to be said. Like because I said 50,000 bodies where doesn't mean I'm not remorseful. I don't care. Doesn't mean I'm attacking or not thinking about.
It's called subtext.
Thank you, English. Like there's, like, you know, I don't need to say, oh my God, guys, for example, oh my God, guys, I need to eat this. I don't need to say I'm hungry. I need to eat.
Right.
I can simply say I need to eat, right? I don't need to always fully, like it should be known that when I'm making a logical argument or a conversation is being had, that there's certain things that we don't need to also rehash.
Because the point of the teaser is for you to go
for the full context. So for me, I think that's where I was coming from with a lot of times with social media. People see stuff and they're like, it's the same way like you might be watching something on TikTok and then the guy might be like, oh, you know, like I just ate 5 burgers today. And someone's like, but I've not eaten at all today.
Yeah. I think it's like, what's it called? Misplaced like outrage and anger. And like this idea, you know, that, you know, because you see a few comments, people saying, oh, like you're just doing this because you want like views and clicks and money
so
and
many
all
things
these things.
I could be doing for
and in
clicks.
my head, I'm just like,
I'm
like, I don't want to say lack of education, but it's like, bro, like critical thinking. Like actually think, and like your anger is not towards a podcast or towards like that outrage is towards your leaders. Like it's towards the government. You know, it's like, and it's like this is the medium to be able to do that. And now you're on your phone, holding your phone, and you're not actually like joining the discourse. Like you're, you know, I don't know. I think like there's some thoughts to, but I do love like the pod fam, like for the people who like actually watch the episode and like you read the comments.
Sophie, why they drag? I remember, so sweet. I think that's why I love my community online too, because at the core, when you guys were worried, because my team was really worried about me, they're like, Sophie, you're getting canceled. Are you okay? Like this person's posting about you, talking about you. I was like, I was okay. And I was like, they kind of were like, why are you okay? And I said, because I understand that some people are dedicated to just wanting to fight me or wanting to beef with me.
Yeah.
And the whole point of a podcast like mine is I will say stuff that would make you question whether or not I'm too loud. If you think I'm too loud, okay. If you think I'm not loud enough, okay. If you think I need to be quiet, okay. You can think that. I'm not going to change because I'm still going to always ask you, am I too loud?
Yeah.
Like if tomorrow I do an episode and it's like very cringe, it's so uncomfortable, you hate listening to it, that's okay, because maybe that was an episode that was too loud for you. That's the whole point.
But it's still there. Just remember,
it's still there because you always go back.
It.
Like you might be uncomfortable and not want to engage in conversation, or you might want to. I think that's the fun part of conversations. Like I would never back down from a challenge. Like if you want to sit in a room with me and argue and like go back and forth, as long as we're respectful, I'll go crazy. But I always draw the line of people who are just disrespectful. That's why I never will engage. Like once I realized that, oh, you're actually dedicated to not listening to me, I'll let go. And I shut down so quick. Like I just compromise. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, and that happens in all my relationships. Like I am not about to deal with this. But I've tried to explain with you, and you're just so hell bent and making sure your voice was being heard and not understanding or trying to change. Because like if we're arguing about something, you refuse to listen to me, why am I arguing with you?
Like I learned a lot though. It's like every time I would go into the comments and I would see your response, I'd be like, oh. I said, okay.
Yeah, and what's so funny to me was like, and when I would respond, people would be like, shut up, we don't care.
Right. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I wish people, I think one thing to just take from this section is just that like, I wish people would just like move with more love. Like, yeah.
Kumbaya, guys.
Yeah.
Well, fuck it. It's
okay,
life.
So
people don't give a fuck, okay? And I'm sorry I'm cursing.
This goes into a crazy turn because Danish deception.
Yeah. For context, I saw it when it was like maybe 1,000 likes. And after like 2-3 minutes, I just skipped.
Should I tell you something?
Well,
I was there. Like it's like my FYP was like,
I want to do a
it's like,
deep
Donald,
dive.
this is for you. She posted it and I'm like, oh, who is this? It had like 10 likes. I'm telling you, I was right there. And I'm never the person who like, first of all, I'm rarely on TikTok. Second, I'm not someone who like sit down and like listen
He's
to,
not.
I'm not someone who will sit down and listen to like a part one. But then she started talking. What is your understanding of what went on with her?
So for context, guys, Danish Deception is a TikTok story. This is like 3-4 weeks old now at this point. So if you guys
Yeah.
already know it, I'm so sorry. We can skip to this part on the little
There's
screen
no
thing.
way.
But there's no way what?
You're on the internet.
You should have
There's
heard
no way.
about it. So Onyeka is a Nigerian American girl who was dating this Danish guy, and they were in relationships. They were in a relationship. They even ended up getting married. At some point, apparently she took his passport because she didn't want him to go. He stole like
His
about
green card.
his green card. He stole about $300,000 from her from all their trips he went to. He lied that he was royalty. He was a king. Was
He
all those
borrowed
things.
200,000 from one of her friends, crypto
That is
guy.
insane.
Yeah,
That
and
is
then almost
insane.
like 100,000 from her.
That is
Borrowed
insane.
$3,000 from her younger sister,
That is
and she didn't find all this out. Like, no, okay, but let's take down. I want to go back to the beginning because
that is insane.
she met him in, I think, Croatia.
Okay.
The location might be wrong, but let's just say Croatia. She met him in Croatia, and then she went back to the US. They were DMing and stuff. Didn't even exchange numbers, right? He flew her out to Monaco when he had a conference.
The fuck that you know all this stuff.
Put her in a $2,000 plus, like a big hotel, like room. She met all his co-workers, all of that. So this man has a job and apparently he earns like 400,000. So he's not a bum. So it took time, like 6 months, because this happened over 3 years.
But she said he has a gambling addiction, so that's probably where he
That's
started
what she
the
said.
money came
Right.
from. Okay,
Right.
I remember that part.
So she got scammed.
And she's telling
He
the
broke
story
up with
about
her.
it. Yeah.
She didn't break up with him.
Yes.
What I want to talk about with this situation is the backlash that she received. And as a guy, right? When I'm scrolling on social media, and I think because I'm fortunate enough to work with a lot of like, especially like Black women, there's certain things I've learned about, like, okay, how you guys want to be treated, how you love to treat other people, right? The conversation around that.
Yeah.
What I expected after hearing her story was that people were going to be like, oh my God, this is crazy. But the amount of backlash that she received, now I understand. People are like, oh, she likes white men. She's whitewashed. Like all these things. Like I hear all those things, but I'm like, okay, where is the... Because now we're publicly shaming, right? Where's the empathy? Because we're publicly shaming a Black woman, which from the back of my mind, I thought that's not what we're supposed to do. And I understand, but like, what happened to like you said in the group chat, what happened to scolding people at the back, like DMing her, like publicly, like we're like who cares? Like, is it her fault that maybe she grew up and she went to a white school and all those things, and like she's been preconditioned in a certain way and she's attracted to, like, wait, like, you know, something that's like,
Yeah.
so that's why I want to understand from your perspective, right?
So here's the thing. When I didn't finish her thing, but when I watched her episode, like when I started seeing all the things come in, when I first saw the first episode, someone saying it could never be me, and we can't compare you to my good sis Risa Tisa. Here's the thing. People don't like strong women. And what I mean by that is, and I'm not saying she's a strong woman here. I want to give you an example, so don't run away yet. People don't like strong women, meaning if you're a woman who tells it as it is and saying this is exactly what happened, if there's no level of like maybe
Like
there's
crying,
cowardice of
right.
crying, of telling, like, if you're not, what is it when you beat yourself down for other people's comfort?
Submission?
No, it's like people don't like people. We want people to pity you, right? People don't want you to seem like you have your shit together.
Yeah.
Because then people get upset. Like, it's like the Jackie Aina effect. Like, how dare she say you shouldn't call her auntie?
Right.
Right? Well, she can. But how dare she say it? So we're going to try to put her in her place. But you can't put a woman in her place like that. Like, it's not possible. That, I think, is what they were trying to do to her.
Right.
Valid that, you know, she dated white men. The way she was talking about, you know, the guy was very much, she thought of him as a prize. She grew up with all white friends.
While watching it.
No, I definitely did.
That's crazy.
She grew up with all white friends, all that stuff. Valid, right? You can say all that about her. It still does not negate the fact that this woman got scammed. And for me, people are like, oh, we can't compare Risa Tisa. It's because Risa Tisa, people are like, oh, Risa. Like she kept saying, I was so stupid. I didn't know what I mean. Like Risa had a level of, I was ashamed. I'm going to tell you guys what I went through. But like, I know it was my fault and I tried to do better. Onyeka, I think, came off from a, let me tell you what this man did. How dare he? He's not going to do this again. And she had like I'm a strong woman. I'm going to show that I can do it. I can do it. You know what I mean? Like she was very strong about it. So that also probably people be like, girl, what are you talking about? Like you can't be that strong when you're trying to pass a message, especially online when people are already ready to bite your head off. And then the main issue, which is her liking white men and black women saying like if she's Nigerian, how would you describe like, Nigerian?
Oh, why her braids behind her ear?
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, you know, there's certain things about like
why do all these things matter, bro? Like,
it's just society. It's just society.
Honestly, I'm telling you,
it's just society.
I would say that got me confused because when I watched the entire thing, I was like, oh wow, like this sucks for this girl. And then you see the response. Sometimes on the internet, like when I have a feeling to or something, and I see how people like react, I'm always like, is my brain screwed? Like,
no, it's just...
I'm like, did I miss something? Because it's like she got scammed by somebody who's an addict. Why does it matter if she likes somebody with blue eyes? Am I too loud if Onyeka actually did not deserve to be scammed? And you know the women, see, the people online, the women who compare, they're like, oh, my husband will not try that. I'm like, you wouldn't even know anything. I'm telling you, like, I can make a collage of all the videos I saw, like all the other creators who like, they're like, oh, my husband will never do it. See me, my husband, my man. I'm like, shut up. It's not like,
man, never in 2026.
Like, what are we talking about?
Men.
Like,
even women too. Fucking about
it's like this lady came out and she's like, oh, and when you understand why she said it, because like gambling is super rampant right now, especially amongst men, right? Yeah. It's like, it's a big issue and she feels the need to come out and highlight it for something that happened. And like, it's also like, nobody talks about like how much of a loyal person is she that she was willing to like stay with him. She didn't break up with him. Right? And people are not like looking at all those things like, no.
You know what's funny? I think when she was talking about, because I feel like, that one hit me a lot.
Which one?
When I watched that part when she was talking about how like, oh, she found out that he had lied about some other money, and then she tried to be like, what's wrong with him? Like he's caught now, and then he was like, why are you behaving like this? And he's like, I'm going to leave. And she felt like, oh, okay, I might have pushed him away. Let me help him.
Right.
Because you're an addict, this is not your fault. Because when you love someone and you perceive their actions to be based off of trauma or pain,
right.
When you love someone, your first instinct isn't to condemn them or push them away. With someone who has love, you're wanting to show them care.
Right.
And I think for her, when people are like, oh, imagine the man saying she will leave, he will leave, and she's saying, yeah, I'm so sorry, let's figure it out. Like, that's somebody who just got married to this man. They are married. That's your husband. If your husband is taking 200K or 100K from you and has been lying, but you've been told now that he's lying because of a gambling addiction,
like they probably fucked like 1,000 times.
What?
Think about it.
You said they probably fucked for like
why
is that? What am I saying? What are you saying?
Because you're talking about love. It's not just love. They probably think about it. They probably fucked for like what? Like 8,000 times.
What?
They be together, married.
That's
3
a
years.
Fucking clip. You better clip that shit. While I'm talking so emotional, you're like, they probably found like,
no, it's true. Because that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, what would make her like someone that you saw his bank account.
No,
you saw his bank account of $0.
Shut up. Guys, not the fucking. The part I'm trying to let me land to my story first.
Continue your story.
Basically, you love this person, right? When you hear that, top 3 things, 4 things, 5 things would not be, I want to condemn this man, get out of my house. For anyone you've been fucking and saying you love, and you tell them, oh, you find out that they have a gambling addiction. You're not going to say, get out of my house. You're going to say, baby, let me help you. Just trust me here. You're going to be patient. You're going to be kind.
That's what 99.9% of everyone that is making that video will do.
Every good partner will say that.
It's easy to say, oh, if it was me, I would have done that. Because you don't have
the relationship or
and
the
you guys
love.
have not fucked 1,000 times. So. Okay. No. Am I too loud to say that Onyeka actually think about it. She was like, she went to different countries. They probably had sex in different countries. He proposed to her in God knows where. They went to Monaco. See, there's some people's love.
So hard
there's some people's love that in 3 years, what that girl experienced, People have written movies
about it.
over one
You're not
glass
saying,
slipper.
she would not say she doesn't want to. She would love that man now.
Bro.
They've been traveling to different places, doing vacation. I remember my first boyfriend actually. I'm actually in America.
You
was trying to
fucked
do
1,000 times.
fuck off. No.
Yo, if you cut that out of context, continue.
My first boyfriend, I remember he couldn't afford a birthday trip. He planned. I'm not sure if he planned for me. Oh God, I've suffered on my birthday, Sha. For me, or whether it was something he had planned for himself. But all I remember is he couldn't afford it. And I remember, like, I was at that point, we're getting to the point in our relationship where we're not doing really well. And because Sophie, Mrs. Everybody everybody needs me. I need them, but I need them to need me. He needed me to borrow him some money. And I remember, like, I didn't even have money. So I had to beg that my uncle at the time, actually, the uncle we were talking about earlier in the episode, to give me money to give him. And the entire night, none of my friends knew that he did not have the money. And it was me that was paying for the thing that he was doing. But he was a show off. Like, he's always going to talk about it. But as a partner, I thought it was like my duty, my job to sort of like stand by my person. Like, oh, if she's being crazy, if she's not communicating, if she's not doing this thing, it's my responsibility as a partner to show up for this person until they get to the point where they're feeling comfortable.
Right.
And then so when I finally left our relationship, I was like, oh, no, actually, because you can also see when people don't want to help each other. Like when the guy said, oh, once he had said, I'm going to leave, I don't want to do this anymore. I will say I hated that people were dragging her for it because yeah, I get it. She likes white men. She's talking from a superior complex. She doesn't have black women and black friends. But I think people forget that kids don't choose to be mixed. They don't choose to grow up with only white friends. They don't choose to grow up with only black friends. Even as adults, like I think we underestimate socialization and intermingling.
Yeah.
I don't understand society right now because when I hear people talk about how like, oh, how are you a 20-something-year-old woman who's from a black, you say, yeah, you had, only white high school, but how don't you have friends now? Where do you get those people?
Yeah, so like
How?
if you grow up in a certain tax bracket in Dallas and you own a home, like
no, even that. I'm thinking about it from a perspective of even me now, right? I consider myself what? Give or take, like a normal girl who moved to a new city.
Right.
Finding friends in that new city is hard enough. Now imagine me coming from the background of I'm an immigrant who's very new to this country. Finding friends is already hard enough.
Yeah,
there's so many layers to how people integrate into society. So what I'm getting at is I hate when we see I have a friend, for example, shout out to Lucy, love her so much, who was adopted from Cameroon, right? And she lives in America right now. Her entire life was in Utah. If you don't know America, Utah is deep white Amish Mormon culture. And she was adopted. And this is a young black girl who's only ever known Mormonism and white people are her parents or why everything, like that's all she's known. So even if she decides, you know what, I really want to find my people. Who are her people? Where will she find the people? Where is she supposed to go? What is she supposed to
I also don't think like those pictures like tell the full story, right? Because
if you know what, even if
she was on The Bachelor.
Even if they do, I remember they talked about her being on The Bachelor and like, oh, when she was even there, that she was only hanging. Yeah, guys, but like this is what socialization does to young people. And as a society, we need a lot more empathy for folks who are trying to enter the space. I know how hard it is for me how hard it was for me to go into black parties when I first came to America, because all I was used to was Afrobeats.
Yeah,
that's all I knew. So for me, when they were playing R&B music, when they were playing hip hop and stuff, a lot of foolish Nigerians too, love my people. A lot of us, me too included, I'm foolish too. When we're in clubs right now in America and they're playing American music, we're the ones who are always like just dancing and chilling. When we hear Afrobeats, we're like, hey, we're jumping. Because that's socialization, that's familiarization.
Yeah.
We have to go out of our way to open up to the culture we're in to learn, which is even harder if you don't have the right people. When I first came to America in West Virginia, the people who were there did not like me. And I thought, oh my God, people are going to hate me in this country. White people did not like me. Black girls didn't like me. Asian girls didn't like me. It was only international students that actually fucked with us. And I went to Louisiana and my roommate was white and my other roommate was a black girl. And they would invite me to go eat their grandma's catfish and they're doing all these things. And I was like, okay, that's now my different experience. So socialization is so important. And we tend to just bully these young people because they're like, oh, there's the internet now, so she should go and Google what?
Yeah.
Where would she start from? And even now, like we hear her response back. I'm like, people are still just like, well, you deserved it, girl. Why? Because she likes white men? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, I think there's a lot of empathy that's missing, and there's a lot of conversations around how people judge other people for living lives that are different than what they expect the norm to be. And I think people struggle a lot with just even trying to live their lives. So
Yeah.
I feel sad for her, and I heard that he's still scamming people, and I think he's in Cabo now, or Tulum, Mexico. I heard he's scamming people in the wrong club. Of course it's a fucking wrong club. Of course it's a freaking wrong club. I heard he's currently scamming in Tulum, which is crazy. So at least that means we know that he has a type, and he's going for people in different digital nomads, digital people who are on the move. So yeah, guys, that was a Danish deception, and Donald, I think you summarized that beautifully. Any questions, concerns? I've been belching all day.
I have nothing else to say about that.
Okay, guys, Dirty December has started already. Folks are probably right now either on their flights to Ghana, Nigeria, Cape Town, Sierra Leone, Cameroon, your villages, your countries. If you're in America, you're probably about to get ready for going for Christmas break. You're already on Christmas break. You're a family. You're having fun. It's the holiday season. Happy holidays. I hope you're good. At the moment you're watching this, I am probably going to be in Nigeria, but check out my Snapchats to figure out where I am. Actually, I'm not sure. Bobby in Nigeria, and Donald is going to be here in America. Sorry, in this cold, ugly weather. Because I think
Dirty December is overrated and classist.
It is. Facts. However, I will still be shaking my ass out in Nigeria. When I go in there, I'm not spending in the local currency. For the most part, we're thinking about where to go, how are you? I'm definitely contributing to society, which is not fair. But as I was saying, this December is happening. Prices for flights this year were crazy. I really think folks are going to price themselves out of this December, especially in Nigeria, because when I think about the prices of things going on right now, it's absurd to me.
It's going to get to a point where it's just two people that...
And what's crazy is I don't know, man. I don't understand it. Paying $3,000, $4,000 for a flight is crazy.
It's interesting to watch it, right?
For an economy flight.
When I used to go to Dirty December, it used to be like $650, $700.
Yes, and that was a lot for us. And that was even us latecomers. I was buying this in October.
Yeah.
So now that I'm thinking about $4,000 for an economy ticket, $12,000 for premium select on Delta.
My question to the people in the diaspora who are going to Lagos, right? That have regular jobs. Is it worth it?
My friend would say no.
When you save all the money throughout the year, with how hard it is here with inflation and everything, going there and just blowing it. Because
so you know what's funny? I've been thinking about this, that I don't think the people who participate in Dirty December, I don't think are people here who do 9 to 5s. I think I genuinely disagree. I genuinely agree. I'm telling you why. Because I think when I look at it now, or if they are, they're people who have saved up enough for them to want to blow during the month.
I disagree.
What do you think?
I think there are people who are using credit cards and suffering throughout the rest of the year. Majority of them.
No. Because I'm telling you, when you go back home and you see the people in these parties.
These are the same people that are doing chargebacks when they move back.
For sure. But I'm telling you, that's not the majority. That's a minority. If it was a majority, then it would be a bigger problem. I'm telling you, when you go into these clubs, I'm telling you, these are people who, I don't know if I want to say it on podcast. I'll say you figure out if you want to cut it or not. It's Yahoo boys. It's people who are washing money. That's the way to explain it. Okay, let me say it this way. It seems like people who are trying to just have money circulate, who are washing their money. Does that make sense? Because it's an absurd amount, and it's usually for I think people are talking about how there's a prostitutization of Dirty December now, where baddies are flying in from America, from the UK to enjoy Nigerian men. Because the idea is Nigerian men
because you're talking about
more.
The spend,
right? Because in these clubs, you're going to a club which is really big in Nigeria, Zaza, right? You're going to Zaza and you're spending 5, 6, 10 million, 50 million naira at the table with bottles, but there are still scams going on, people stealing your bottle to give to the other table who's not really buying the bottle, right. Or people, you know what I mean? It really isn't.
No, I see what
normal people who are spending this money. It's people are coming in to spend the money that they want. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, without saying everything out fully. If you guys get it, you get it.
There's spend happening, but I think I'm talking about the people who are here and they're flying because they have their 2-week vacation.
So those people, if you see those, they're they actually are intentionally okay, I've been saving up for this, I want to turn up. But even then now, the majority of people who are talking are this is a law. But most of those people too, if they have families, think about it. They're going to stay in their family home, so they're not paying for Airbnb.
Right, that's
right?
True. It's not
It's not
if I was to go to Nigeria now, I have 2 homes.
Exactly. It's not gonna affect you in that way. Yeah. People like me who don't have family homes who are close enough to the enjoyment anyways, I'm thinking of Airbnb. I'm thinking of drivers. Some people already have family drivers. So they see there's also a difference there because there are girls who maybe their family is based in America, but they're visiting for the first time. So they're getting the Airbnb. That's where the money's coming from.
Yeah.
Because why do I need an Airbnb if my family lives in Lagos?
That's true.
Right? Most of the time maybe I don't want to stay deep in Ajah or any of those places. And then I do.
But I also have friends.
Exactly. So I think but it's expensive. It's been crazy. I don't understand how people are surviving. I know a lot of my friends have been complaining about it, but I hope I'm having a good time, future Sophie. Let me know in the comments how your day to December is going. I think I really want to go to Ghana this year because I feel like Ghana to me has always been like a lot more controlled with Dirty December.
Right.
I enjoy like Ghana's safety, security, peace of mind. Service is really slow in Ghana. It's so freaking slow. But people there are still very like kind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot of hustle and there's not 8-hour traffic. Lagos is a lot of traffic.
Right.
And I don't know if I want to deal with that.
What do you think about the pricing out of like, because like back to Nigeria, to Ghana too, right? Because the concerts. Right.
I saw that, right? I think we're not the target demographic. Again, I'm telling you, the washing of the money.
It's interesting because
the tables are sold out. For example, they're talking about like how expensive it is now. It's pretty more expensive now to see an Ashake or Davido perform in Nigeria than it is to see them to perform in America.
Yeah.
And it's because people are pricing them out of the market. Nigeria is operating on the level as America without the contingencies of what America provides or the safety or the piece of the wealth of life that America provides to. And I think that's my biggest issue. Like because of how big Afrobeats became, if I'm coming to America and a brand is paying me quality of life, there we go. If I'm coming to America and a brand is paying me, it's like $80,000. Why would I want to collect a minute amount for the same thing I will from in Nigeria? They don't understand. It's a lot of greed because they don't understand how. They're not thinking about market economics. Meaning, American can pay that, Nigeria cannot. This is an example. So when I'm pricing brands, right, I price brands differently. So if a global American brand is reaching out to me, I will give them my rates versus a brand like a Black-owned brand who's just opening up as a mom and pop shop because I know what their power is. A lot of creators might not do that. A lot of people might not think like that. They might just be like, it doesn't matter. If you want to come to me, my rates don't shift. For me, I'm like, I wouldn't want to make you suffer because you're trying to pay me something when I know you can't even afford it. Yeah. But if I believe in your content, I believe in your work, I'll still want to work with you. Yeah. So I think for a lot of African artists, for a lot of folks who are going back into diaspora, people aren't thinking from that perspective. And that's why the locals are being priced out. Yeah. Because if you're thinking, if I'm going to America and braids are 400, it's because there's not a lot of people who are braiding. In Nigeria, there's a lot of people braiding. Right. So why in God's name should braids be less expensive, more like right now nails are expensive to do, even still in Nigeria, they're super expensive. And I was like, there's plenty of people I can do it. I could go to get my nails done, but because you increase your price, I'll increase my price. Like so now it's no one is saying, guys, we shouldn't increase the price. Right. Pity these people. No one is saying that. It's just greed.
I love what Davido did though. Like the tour that he did in Nigeria. Like he went to Ibadan, all these places, and like I know for a fact that all those people in the crowd, I didn't see what the actual like ticket prices were.
They're cheap. They're not.
Because I remember like back in Nigeria, I remember J. Cole. J. Cole came to Nigeria and the concert tickets were 50,000 there. Like for like proper, like that was VIP. It was like 25. And like the dollar rates and all those things were like different back then. But I just think like, especially for Afrobeat artists, like if you're coming back and you're like pricing out like the citizens, like you should be like doing stadiums. And I understand it's difficult, security and all those things. Because at the end of the day, like that's the heart. You know, if those people feel like they can't even like show up, you know.
And what else?
Yeah. It's like what happened to Burnout Boy.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into that. Yeah. Oh my god, guys. Okay, so I think one of the last things we're going to talk about is Forbes 30 under 30, because Donald actually got a pitch email about applying for Forbes 30.
No, not a pitch email.
What is it?
I got nominated.
Like they're nominated. Sorry, that's what I meant. Donald got nominated for Forbes 30 under 30. Applied and did everything.
I'm gonna read you the email.
Okay. Did you have it pulled up already?
No, I just went. It's very easy. Okay. Just how many Forbes emails have I gotten? You know, dear Donald, you've been identified as a potential candidate for the 2026 Forbes 30 under 30 social media list. To see if you're a fit, we'd love to learn more about you and your work. When you have a moment, please fill out this questionnaire. If you have any questions, we're happy to help. August 30th, that was the deadline. So I've known this since August. And I responded, we went back and forth, and, she asked me a bunch of questions about like my stuff. And it felt good. It felt good. And I think that was the first time that I was like, whoa, like I never get excited about stuff that like something I actually want. But like this, I was like, it felt like I was getting recognized for like all the work that I do behind the scenes. Cause I feel like a lot of being a creator, a lot of the accolades, right? It's like you're getting subscribers, views, and I do get to share that, especially with my clients. But like from internal, I was like, wow, like this thing that I've built is finally like getting some recognition because about this. But I remember filling the form, like there was so much information about like the business, like the goals and everything. And it's been in the back of my mind. It was funny because I think I sent it to you and it came out 2 days ago. And I remember I was sitting down getting a pedicure. I'll show you guys my toes, but ignore that. I was getting a pedicure and I literally just thought about it because I've been refreshing their page to see. And I literally I thought about it. I was like, oh, this thing could have come out. I opened Instagram and they just posted it like 2 minutes
ago.
And I started looking. I looked through. I went to the main website. I'm like scrolling. I didn't see my name. I went back. I scrolled. I'm like, damn.
You didn't get it?
But for a slight moment, I felt sad about it. And then I didn't. But then I think I called you and then we talked about it. And it was that moment that also hit me. I was like, wait, this is a goal of mine, right? But there's somebody else that I know who should also be on this list that isn't there.
Who?
You.
Oh, I was like, when did we get to me?
Yeah, because like,
I
was thinking about it from my head, right? But I'm just like, you're also under 30, right? And like, you're not on the list. So how do you feel?
I didn't apply or anything. So I feel like I didn't bring this up, but I actually got reached out to with about Times.
Okay.
Times creator thing earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it was crazy. A member of my team didn't fill it out. And I missed that deadline. We're gonna unpack that later. But I don't know because I have it on my bucket list for next year and I'm going to work towards it. But I will say I sat down and I looked at everything I had done this past year and I realized I think I lost the plot. And I think that's why I didn't feel bad about not getting it because I felt like I wasn't a good candidate this year. Which is crazy because I feel like everybody else is listening and probably like, no, Selfie, you were great. Da, 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 da.
I disagree, but I know
you just, I think for me, that's my level of, that's why I wasn't upset because I know I could have done better. So maybe I'm pushing myself hard, but in my head, I'm like, 2026 is my fresh start to actually show myself what it looks like to want a goal and actually go for it.
Yeah.
I think that's for me for you to always say like, there's a lot of dreams that we have and about the things that we want to do that we sometimes have these really big ideas, but then we execute and we get into this perfection spiral or we wait and we don't do. And I think that's for me, it was like, okay, I wonder what would have happened if I'd actually done all these things I've been wanting to do. So I say all that to say, I'm sorry you didn't get it, but it's inevitable that you get it next year.
Yeah.
And
but even if I don't get it next year, because I'm going to be 30 next year.
Yeah.
Right. And I think I actually don't care if I get it because it made me realize that I actually want the bigger one.
Which is what?
Like I want the actual like billionaire status.
So you want to like work hard enough to get that?
Yeah, like that's the level of like work that I actually like. But it could made me ask myself like, why do I want this so bad? But I'm also well balanced where like, because I understand like it's just a list, right? It's like I looked at the judges and I understood why those people that were there were selected. And at the end of the day, it's like they could only select 600 people out of 10,000. And it's crazy. Like, I know that like every single person that was like nominated, right? And even people who are not nominated, right? Because you actually know about it, like, it was a whole, like, it was a gift for me to even be nominated, right? Based off of like the people who like helped put my name there. But I think like the fact that I could even be taught in that conversation, I didn't think about like the things I was building in that. Cause I'm kind of like, I love the things I'm doing on a daily basis and I'm just like going. So that just like, it made me feel good. And to be in this country, right, in the small room that we are, but like for you though,
well, You know what's crazy?
we're gonna take the energy because I'm already 29, so I'm already like
You're gonna pour that energy
I'm at
into
the
me.
door. Yeah, because it's like you're 1 year younger than me, so it's like
I don't know. I don't think
we
I'm
have
doing
24 months. Come on, guys.
like we're gonna do it this year. No, I don't think I'm like. I don't think
You know
I'm
who
working
I
hard
loved?
enough.
I love Clark's because so I was looking at the
She said,
theme
yeah.
and I saw that she was there. But like it was interesting. She's like,
I just woke up and
I
someone just
didn't
told me,
even know,
yeah.
and it's like it's just life though. It's just life.
Okay, guys, we're going to go into what the actual episode is about. It was just about never ever ever. So I don't know where I got this fucking idea, but I was just saying, I was like, I want to just never ever ever and just play a game.
Yeah.
So me and Donald are gonna end the episode with playing never ever ever. All right, guys, we're gonna do it never ever ever. We have a lot of never ever ever questions. You have to play along with us too.
Yeah.
And do you have alcohol in this house?
I do.
We're gonna do whoever's hands go down, we'll take a shot.
Okay.
What kind of liquor do you have? I love tequila. Keep all this here. Oh, that smells like liquor.
This is like,
That smells like liquor.
no, I think for me it's difficult because I'm not
The
popping.
farting?
No, I'm talking about no, because you said you feel a lot more comfortable on like the podcast.
Mhm.
I think for me is like I keep hopping off and on because I'm not on as much.
As much, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
But I'm also like, because I'm in the editing room, it's kind of a weird thing. It's like I know exactly how
What's
this is
going
going
on,
to be
what's-
cut.
yeah.
By this, so but it's like it helps my brain as a director. So I'm not really like
Let's play the game.
okay.
All right. First, never have I ever. Never have I ever lied about my location to avoid hanging out. I have done that.
I haven't.
You've not lied about location, Donald.
About my location.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm not in this place. No,
Yeah.
but my father has. There was one time. I'll tell you a quick story. I went to an all-boys secondary school for context. St. Gregory's College, Ikoyi, Lagos. I'm bougie. Anyway, I digress.
It's been an hour, 20 minutes?
Oh, it has? Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit.
Okay, I digress.
Ow.
But one time I needed money, right? You know, you're boarding school, you're broke. And I called my dad. And I didn't know that, like, I had been calling my dad to ask him for a lot of money. This was not something that I was aware of, but this was the case. And my dad was like, oh, like, he's not around right now. He's in Mina. And you don't know where Mina is. Mina is the capital of Niger, a state in Nigeria. And he's like, he's there. And 2 years later, after I graduated, I was talking to my mom and my dad. And he was like, oh, you remember that time that you said, you asked me for money? They were on the bed together in the house laughing at me.
Are you traumatized by that?
I'm not. I understood. Because it's like, if this man
Why
is
am I farting so
asking you
much?
for so much money all the time. And mind you, this is not, when I say so much money, I probably call him to be like, oh, can you send me 500 naira so I can have money for this week? But like extra. Anyway.
That's what you wanted to share, Donald?
Your fart smells like alcohol.
I'm telling you, and I've not even drank alcohol. All right, let's do this. So I did it. So that means, so who's going to drink? Is it the person who, how is this going to work?
No, because you drink when you don't want to answer.
No.
Yeah, that's how
Is
it
that-
works.
is that a
Never
game?
have I ever. Like,
Oh, I thought you drink if you put
if
your
you've
hand down.
done it, but you don't want to say the truth, you drink.
Okay.
So
But then that means you're saying the truth because you're drinking. I think you don't go to game nights. I'm game
no, you're
master.
drinking, so you're not saying the answer. So it's either
Yeah, but
true
people
or
know.
not.
Yeah, but people know.
That's not true.
Yeah.
Because there might be details. There might be an actual answer.
Well, nobody asks you to do story.
not just
You know,
this.
it's just doing the story. All right. Never have I ever pretended to like a brand gifts that I hated.
Ah,
No, I haven't done that.
I have.
Cool. What brand?
Some microphone.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Never have I ever blocked someone before responding. Oh, I have several times. I love blocking people. Like let me tell you guys right now, okay? The time I was dragged, this past cancellation, whatever that happened, when I tell you, I just was going into block. If you think you'd not see my content, it's because I blocked you. And let me tell you why. And I'm telling you, I didn't block everybody. If you came at me sideways, if you just said you blocked. If I just saw a comment that was out of blocked, like you could disagree with me, but I will still block you because why would you think I would not block you on my own page when you're coming and insulting me? If you disagree with me, that's different. But I will block you for saying some crazy stuff. I block people for random, like, why?
Is
It's
that why
my
some
little
of my
bubble.
comments disappeared?
Huh?
I feel like I replied to some people and the
I
comments
did,
disappeared.
no, I'm telling you, like,
Yeah.
I don't even think they know. Like, as I get a notification, they see something crazy, block.
Like block, right?
Like, immediately. Sometimes I don't even finish reading the comment. I don't care if you even agree with me at the end. I block you. Because why are you stressing me out?
I don't want to go back to it, but like I think like anybody who can call another person a dog is actually crazy.
Did someone really call me a dog?
Yes. Like, you know, I keep coming back to
Because you brought that so many times. You brought it up so many
dog
times.
is so like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
to call-
That's why people are so rude.
You know, it's like I saw anytime I see stuff like that, I'm just like,
Don't get so worried for me. I remember the time when I first started content where I would get dragged, but people would not agree with something I'd say, and my friends would call me, they would be so worried. Because let me tell you this. Normal people don't get this level of opinions directed at them. Like, it's not a normal thing for I wish everybody could experience it. Like, to put yourself out there, to sit down on a couch like this and share your opinions online, knowing fully well the moment this is posted, I'm inviting your opinions of me,
right.
is terrifying. There's a level, there's a screw that's out of my head. That's the only reason I'm able to sit here to do that, because a normal person should not feel this comfortable coming on a microphone. People should not have this much access to opinions of other people, to opinions about themselves, to critical thinking, to all of it. They should not. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. The point is, the fact that people don't understand how hard it is on someone's mental health is so sad to me.
Right.
Like, and to people who like further that hate. And I will talk about it from like a perspective of one of the people that I talked about, and I'll bring this idiot up, and I call him an idiot for a reason. I don't even want to bring him up, but I'm going to bring him up anyways. But I did a podcast episode, and I was with another mutual of mine, and we had a conversation about somebody else's relationship and somebody else who's another creator. And that person is so known to be so vile and to be so rude to other people that for me, the only acceptable reason to go back and forth with somebody is because you already go back and forth with people.
Yeah.
But if I'm like sitting here by myself, who do I go back and forth with?
Right.
Who do I fight with? All I'm sitting here saying is, oh, I have an opinion, I'm going to share it. And then you're going to come and slap me and be like, F your opinion. I will block you.
Right.
And I'm going to slap you back. Probably won't. Probably would say, take my other cheek, knowing me and my dumbass. Anyways, rant over. Moving on. Never have I ever blocked someone before responding. Oh, I already said that one. I haven't done that. I've done that. Sorry, I've done that.
Okay.
Never have I Googled myself. I have Googled myself.
Me too.
Yeah. I feel like I feel like I've not worked hard enough, because I feel like I still want to Google myself more. Like, I still want to do more stuff. Because I'm not there yet.
Sometimes I'm like, I need to hire a PR team.
$6,000.
I need to hire an African PR team.
Because I know $6,000.
No, because the level of PR
teams
that I
cost.
want, I'm just like, wow, people.
I always say do your PR for yourself first.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm telling you, me and you sitting down 6 months, you know, we've never given ourselves that.
Mm-hmm.
6 months of like proper, this is the one thing we're focused on. That's what Odditty TV is going to be next year. I'm telling you now, right now. Like, as I was talking to you, I'm going to keep this in. As I was talking to you, I really was just like, I'm just saying this out loud. No promises. I was like, honestly, if I do get a place in January and I just have the studio that we wanted to just film, so focus less on furnishing the apartment, making this a big deal, and just like have that backdrop for like when I'm coming in, I have a bed, I sleep and I go. That might just be what I decide to do.
That's fire.
But we'll see. It also helps now that I'm a bit freer. So we'll see.
Well, I could.
Okay. I just thought about it. Literally as you're talking, I was just like, maybe I could just do that. That way when I come and I want to stream and I want to work, I want to do all these things, I can just do that and focus slowly. Maybe. Because then we'll see. And I have to think about getting a car, and I might not just, maybe not.
There's too much extra.
It's too much extra thing. Yeah, let's think about that. Okay. Never have I ever dated someone for aesthetics. Never. No, I haven't done that. Never have I ever deleted a post because it flopped. I have done that.
Right now, we have one post on my page.
Huh?
We have one post on my page.
On Donald?
Yeah, Donald Duvia.
Really?
Yeah.
You're such a fucking creative. You remind me of like them Asha
Do you know the only
Thames types.
post? What post do you think it is? Guess.
What post is it?
It's just one post.
What is it?
If I was to take off all my posts and leave one, what do you think
ARC?
it would be? No, that's too easy, bro.
Whoa.
One.
Whoa.
Marathon.
Is it really? I would have
Yeah.
never guessed that.
That was a hard thing to do. I cried.
Yeah, I know you did.
Yeah,
but
I'm not taking down.
Really?
Yeah, because
I didn't know it impacted you that much.
It did.
Really?
Marathon?
Yeah.
That was so hard.
It was really hard.
Yeah, it changed my
Told you.
life.
I tell you,
It taught me
mind over
right now,
body any
the
day.
reason why I'm so slow and like I just like take my time and really think shit is because marathon I actually did not think it through. I bulldozed through it. I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm prepared. And I just went through it.
You never do that again?
Never again.
Did I not tell you that? Don't know what to listen to me. I'm
did.
Telling you, this man was so hell-bent on being like, I have the body, I should be fine. I looked at it, I said,
no, because I'm very strong. My miles
it's a mind thing.
Yeah.
It's a mind, especially because it's a mind thing.
It changed my life.
That thing fudged me over.
It changed my life.
Now
but crossing the finish line did something to, I don't know if I have ADHD, just self-diagnosing, but crossing the finish line after all that work made me realize that, like, because one of my biggest issues is not finishing because I get easily distracted. Was like I was forced to like, I can't leave this thing.
You have to finish it.
Yeah.
That was
and
me
since
too.
then, doing puzzles and like everything, just like the idea of like one thing I'm really good at now is like once I start something, I actually finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
like
very
that.
quick with it too.
I like that.
Wink.
Never have I ever shut up. Never have I ever deleted a post because it flopped. Before it said that. Never have I ever stalked someone. What does stalk mean?
Like stalked someone on social media.
Like
Please.
I check.
There's no point to say we should just drink. I'm just
Why am I drinking too? I don't want to drink.
Because you have to say the person.
Oh, I go joker.
Sip.
Where did we get that
Wait,
rule?
don't show that side. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. The fuck is that?
It's a Jewish thing.
Where did you get that
It's
Jewish
some
cup?
party. I have friends. I don't know.
I don't want that. Okay. That was stupid. I feel like we just made up that rule so we could drink. Because I don't know. I didn't know we were doing that.
What, to stalk someone?
The story, yeah, about telling names. I didn't know we were doing names.
No, we have to though. You have to say it.
Never have I ever been cancelled, fake or real. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Never have I ever cried over views. I have.
I've never been cancelled.
I'm so worried for you. The day you get cancelled, I feel like it will be my fault.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've been dragged before.
Who dragged you?
On, I don't know, I think it's one of our viral, like, videos from last year. I don't care about those things.
Yeah. Never have I ever posted a nude by mistake. I have done that. I posted on my Snapchat story and 10 people saw it. And let me tell you the freaking story about that. Let me tell you the story.
Guys, subscribe to her Snapchat.
I don't do that.
Oh,
I would be so rich if I had OnlyFans. That's not the point. I wish I didn't have morals. That's not the point.
Question. Hold your thought. Don't forget it. If you came to me and said, Dom, I want to start an OnlyFans.
You would agree with me. You say, okay. Like, what? Manager ASAP. So I mistakenly post a nude I was sending to a friend. And I posted on my Snapchat. 10 people saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 4 people took screenshots. Why would you do that? And at that point, Snapchat shows me who took a screenshot.
Right.
So one of them was a girl. So I reached out to the other guys. They were like, we're so sorry. It was a mistake. No, it wasn't. Fucking delete that. Made them call me to see if they did it. I don't know if it was a lie, but I feel strongly that they deleted it. And if they don't, it was a sexy photo.
This was like pre-Odditty?
Yes. Pre enough. Like 2020, 2021, 2019.
Okay.
That year. This girl, a friend's girlfriend, literally is screenshotting my naked photo. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, and I'm like, hey baby, like I saw you did a screenshot of my Snapchat. It was a mistake that I posted it. Cause I'd not even DM her. She sent me a message. I was like, oh my God, your body looks so good. Are you a smoker? First of all, it was a mistake that I posted that. So I was like, oh my God, like, it was a mistake. I deleted it right now. She's like, oh, well, your body looks so good. I had to save it. And I'm going to show it to my boyfriend. What? I was like, why would you do that? Like, I was like, no, please take it down. I'm so uncomfortable. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just thought you meant to post it. I'll delete it right now and I won't show him. Why would you want to show a naked photo of me to your boyfriend?
So what I would say is that there's certain things that go on in this world that I feel like some people might not be accustomed to, right? Let me give you an example. This is my girlfriend's Snapchat. We're going through her Snapchat, and one of her friends has a private story. He's gay. Not important to the story, but like he's gay. she clicks on the story, and this is
him
the
getting
first
fucked.
time I've ever seen him. Like, he was like, I've never seen gay sex in my brain.
Mm-hmm.
This was the first time I saw
You
it.
saw it, yeah. Snapchat is a
Public,
crazy private story.
Just
Yeah.
like, and
Fucking, yeah.
honestly, it wasn't a private story. It was a public story.
Mm-hmm. It happens too.
And I was like, is that why you just
Posting now.
Yeah.
People do that.
So that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's
usually
like,
post WhatsApp stories. You know, people have full on like posting sex and
this
like
is why I don't use WhatsApp.
I'm telling you, like I didn't realize that. People's like it could be someone's husband who's known in public for posting posting just porn on his WhatsApp story. It's so wild.
That people are saying.
Yeah, it's posting on the story.
So my thing with that is like, that's why I think like the girl, because you never really know, like people like
no, I don't care. Why are you using my body for that? And like, why would you tell me? Are you slow? I was so upset.
Because you never know, your response could have been,
oh yeah, girl, let me join y'all. I could have said that. I didn't. Yeah. Never have I ever wanted to quit the internet. I have. I still wanted to quit yesterday.
honestly, I wish the internet didn't exist.
You won't have a job.
I feel like we'll be okay.
That is true.
I'd
We
rather
would have
work in
been
a factory.
Yeah, please don't know you don't like manual labor.
Who said I was going to do any manual labor?
Okay.
Please.
Never.
When there's accounting.
Oh, never have
2
I ever
times
said.
4 2. Whoa. Shit. Is it alcohol?
Never have I ever said I'm on my way while still in the shower. I've done that. Yeah. Oh, you've done that. Donald is chronically late. We beef about that all the time.
That's not true.
Never have I ever regretted a brand deal after signing it. I have done that.
I have 2 right now.
Really? You have 2 brand deals. High five, friend. Good job. I'm so proud.
They're still waiting for me.
Don't worry, you got this. Never have I ever lied about my rates. Kinda. Like sometimes I make my rates higher and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
That's true.
I like that. Never have I ever reposted something without watching it first. I have definitely reposted something that I didn't finish watching, and then I get in trouble for it. I go back to it and I'm like, I don't think I should have reposted it.
Me too. Your stuff or anything I might too loud, I just
repost it. Yeah. That's true. Never have I ever gone on a date just for vibes. I've actually not done that.
I've probably done that, but I didn't know it was a date.
That sounds about right. That sounds like a you thing. That sounds for sure.
Yeah.
Never have I ever had a secret burner account. I don't, because like I tell people is my burner account. Like it's not secret. Because burner accounts are like user 5432981. Anybody? No. Do you?
I just use my main account.
Yeah,
like I stand on the hill, man. If I want to see your stuff, I see it.
Like, I don't
not one of
hide
those people
shit.
Be like, I don't want to watch your story because like you're gonna see that.
I'll just mute you or block you. I'm such a. I would find
I'll
like. Thank God for ADHD because I am out of sight, out of mind. If I don't see you, I would not remember, and I would try my hardest. That's why I'm very good at distancing myself.
Yeah.
As long if
no, especially like for me, it's like how I meet new people, especially when I used to do music videos back when I was like living in Nigeria. I used to DM people a lot. So one thing about me, I'm not afraid to DM people. I'm not afraid to DM people. I'm not afraid to walk up to people. That's how we literally met.
That's how we met. That's true.
Like,
That's true. That's true. It's very creepy.
Yeah.
Never have I ever ghosted someone professionally. I have, but I don't intentionally do it, guys. Okay, there's something I just learned from Stephen Bartlett.
Stephen Bartlett.
Yeah, about your social PR or PR currency. Something I don't know what you called it, but the idea that people's perceptions of you are very important, especially within our industry. And something that I get so nervous about sometimes is my ADHD makes me appear professionally very disengaged. Let me use that. And it's oftentimes because of my anxiety and my nerves and how forgetful I get. So I worry sometimes that people who've worked with me in the past might be like, oh, she's not responsive. But I'm just like, I just couldn't see it. Or I was going through something at the time, or I'm just human.
I see this.
And I worry that my social current, like, unless you know me, like, you know me enough to make excuses for me. Does that make sense? Like, if I don't show up, if I'm not responsive, like, the way I text Donald, I swear, not very people can work with me because we gel really well. Right. But I imagine someone who's new to working with me professionally, seeing how I engage and like not having the patience to understand that it's not intentional and not being rude or whatever. that's just how my brain functions. Yeah. So I just get so worried sometimes. So I have ghosted people professionally, and then it could be 3 months later and I'm like, oh my God. And I'll go see the message. I'm like, I never responded. Yeah. Like stylists, photographers, videographers, people I've always wanted to work with. And like, this is like a dream opportunity that I would have forgotten because something else came up in my head.
I think it's easier when you're working with like one person. Yeah. But when it becomes a team, it gets a little bit tricky.
Tricky for sure.
Yeah. Especially like in terms of you, I So something happened to me today that I sent a feedback from a client's project, and I sent an email. But in the email, like I didn't use AI for the email, but I used AI to transcribe my call with the client. And a lot of the things that the client said about like how good the work was and everything about the team, I made sure to include those things into the email. I'm going to read you like real quick, like what the responses I got from my team to that email. To the email, the lead designer was like, "This is great. I'll make the change to YouTube banner and have it sent over tomorrow." And then the social media person was like, "This is really great feedback. I mean, did God already working on the TOS and captions, would make changes. Great work to all of us." But that was not the interesting part. It was like, it actually went from emails to Slack. So in Slack, the team goes, like someone says, "This is such great feedback. Thank you for sending this." Someone said, "The feedback made me smile from ear to ear. Great motivation for the pending task." And then this is in the team space. Another person on my team who is not on this project said, "God, when?" Like none of like their own projects have ever had this level of response. And then someone was like, "You're part of the team." And it's just like, it hit me because I'm like, how is it important to actually make sure that like the people that are working for you like feel that, you know, that level of like recognition and
I was
support
trying to figure out where you were going with that. Okay,
on
I'm
like
glad you're finding
each,
it.
because like for me it's like, oh wait, when we get to completion, great. But like in between
the
and that level,
steps
like,
for it.
because to me I just sent an email and I'm just like being clear, like
Why
this
did you
is
bring
what
this
happened.
up?
Because of what you just said.
What did I just say?
You just talked about like, because of your ADHD,
Social
when you work
PR and
with
work with
people,
people. Yeah.
it's like how do people, so like,
You're trying to show me how people respond to actual
because
intention
that
around
hit
working.
me in a different way. I was like, because
It
that
took
was
me
not
a
my
minute, I
goal.
just
My
got it.
goal was not to get people to feel that way.
Yeah, but
that's
it
how they
worked out.
felt. Because with the way our brain thinks, we go into things with like, this is the intention that we want.
Yeah.
And if the intention is not there, that's not what we're going with. But it's like interesting that we're different.
I just feel like you bring up so many things that trigger me right now. Because intention versus reaction. Like you might intend something, but then if people's reactions are different, negative or positive, how then you react to that too can also be a huge thing. Okay. Next one is, never have I ever used soft life as a justification for bad decisions. No, I haven't done that.
Soft life?
Yeah.
Me and Uber Eats.
Oh yeah, I can see that. No, I feel like I mean soft life as in like, I feel like it's more of a girly thing. But Uber Eats too, if you want to use that.
Yeah, I think like comfort over.
Oh, for sure. Comfort over, you know me.
Yeah. But is that good though?
Yes.
To an extent.
It's good to all the extents. I get so jealous of women. Like I'm so jealous of girls. I'm telling you guys, because
why are you making this a girl thing?
Let me tell you why. You should. Well, my friend whose house I'm staying at right now, she's a girl to me. And I don't know if it's because she has siblings. I don't know if she was just raised by, okay, I'm finding it. My mom wasn't a girl. And when I say that, I mean that as in like
a traditional girl.
Like,
if you've seen the episode, they know what you mean.
Yeah, like she was an independent single mom. So there wasn't any time for like, let me go dress shopping with my baby. Let me put makeup on. Let me teach her how to do makeup, her period. There was very little of that happening. And I always see young women or young girls whose moms were girly girls like that, and how much that impacts them growing up. Like they dress up differently, or maybe if their parents weren't, but they see other people were doing it, then they get interested in it. But I just wanted to be like my mom. So I never really fixated on those kind of things. And I see girls now who are very into the aesthetic. I just get jealous of that because I wish I also had that. Like that's why I started wearing like permanent jewelry and being more into my appearance. Like other times, that black thing that I had inside my shirt, I would have left it. Because I wouldn't care what my appearance looked like, because I was trying to get my message across. But there's a level of soft life, of aesthetics, of presentation that everybody needs in their lives for them to even be taken seriously. Like how you dress, you're very intentional about it. Cannot leave this house looking rough. I've never seen you wearing like sweats that like have lint on them. Like you walked up here and you were like, oh, this white thing, and I was like, is it good? Look at my pants. You see all these fuzz? It's me hair and I don't have hair. And I don't care, but like I want to get into that. That's what I mean by soft life. I'm like, this is more stuff that you're doing to just like, you're going to make a bad decision about this, so you want to try it anyways. But I'm just like, no, I don't even do that. Never have I ever screenshot one person to send to another all the time. How do I pass just what? I will screenshot. I'll even screen record if I can. Or I think I have 3 phones. I'll use one of that phone to take a photo if it's on Snapchat.
You sent me a screenshot. I was like, wait, are you sure?
I said, nonsense. I'm a criminal when it comes to screenshots. Never have I ever manifested something delusional and actually got it. All the time, baby.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Never have I ever pretended my phone died to avoid the FaceTime while scrolling through TikTok the whole time. I haven't done that because I would just not. I've not pretended my phone died, but I've definitely ignored the calls before. Like if I didn't want to talk, I would ignore it.
Yeah, just don't pick up.
Yeah, I just don't pick up. Never have I ever posted soft life content while having less money in my account.
No.
No, I haven't done
No,
that.
I don't ball out.
If
I'm broke, I'm at home.
Yeah, I don't ball out.
I don't
please.
go out.
Never have I ever liked a messy tweet by accident and unliked it. I have done that. The one sometimes I get in trouble for liking something and I read it after and I'll be like, because I'm supportive. I'm just going. And I've gotten in so much trouble for not actually watching. I feel in my brain. You know, I don't.
That's interesting. I don't think I do that. I feel like for me, it's like I catch myself with YouTube a lot. It's like it takes for me to like something, for me to actually give YouTube like.
Yeah.
I've watched the video and it impacts me in a certain way, and I'm like, oh, I should give this a like.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not someone who would just like start watching a video and I'll just like it just because. No,
I'm very much like that. Never have I ever lied about being busy when I was just overwhelmed. Yeah. I
mean, but most times like
we are still
it's not
busy.
Also a lie. It's like cause
my life is busy.
People don't know they're overwhelmed in the moment.
Yeah. Never have I ever muted someone I love because their life is going too well and I needed a break. I've done that.
I haven't.
Yeah? No, I have. I think usually that's when I'm getting in one of those like my comparison moments where I'm just like, I wish I was doing this. Yeah. So I will always mute because I know I don't want the negative thoughts, especially if I'm happy for them. And then I tend to do the inner work and then go back to mute them to see if I engage with their content differently. And I like to also say this, like, it's okay to do that. Like I used to feel so guilty. I'm like, I'm a terrible person, but I'm like, no, like jealousy is a real thing. And for me to not want to feel envious, especially because if I know there's someone like maybe is a bad person and I just really am upset that like how can you be so bad and so mean and still be winning? It fucks with my head a lot because I'm like, why should good people not win too? Yeah. And then it makes me feel depressed. I think one of my biggest brain fucks at the time was there was this one person who was I just knew they were not a good person, but they kept winning. And in my head I was just like, then what's the point of me being good too? I was younger then if being bad also gets you rewarded. But I had to realize that that's really not what it is. It's just, and I think also my Jimbo did a video about that once where she said bad people also are successful. That we should stop saying, oh, if you're a good person you'll be successful too, is a lie.
Yeah, because morality is not
it's not contingent on success.
Yeah. I think mine would be obsessive. Like I'm very obsessive, so like it's hard for me to like if I see someone who's doing really well, I get obsessed and I get inspired and like
and all that.
My jealousy will be a lot more positive. Like I'll watch all their stuff.
Yeah. So make sure. No. Mine isn't. Like, I get very like I don't want to watch it.
I get obsessed.
Yeah. Or never have I ever gone through someone's following list. I have. Especially if I'm looking for something. I have. You've definitely helped me get through someone's following list before.
I feel like
Never have I ever gone through my partner's phone.
Do you want to take an extra one?
I have. And I will never do it again.
No, I don't agree with that.
Well,
I don't agree with never doing it again.
No, because I feel like I've never done that before. It doesn't matter.
What you need to do is you need to fix it from, because the place at which you looked was a place of. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like, you know, when you the intention behind looking is actually important. The state of mind is important. You see, for me.
No, we're moving on.
No, look at me. I'm talking about for me. For me,
okay,
I would look, but I have to be balanced in my head. Like I'm not going in terms of like, I'm not being frantic about it. I'm being clear. I'm going in because I want to know.
No, the only time I looked at my partner's phone that one time was less about what I was going to see and more of my worry about them. Like I was so worried that someone was taking advantage of them. I wanted to find proof to show them, like, see, this person's taking advantage of you.
I think that's justifiable.
No, I feel like nothing's justifiable if the other person doesn't feel like it is. Which is acceptable. You're biased.
I'm in between because I'm just like, if they're taking advantage of somebody, honestly, in that situation, their feelings don't actually matter. And it's not nice things because we're not talking about the person.
Yeah,
it's your phone.
Yeah,
it's also our phone.
Our phone is
If
crazy.
you want to look at my phone
Our
too,
phone is
my phone
crazy.
is open. No, my
Does your partner know your password?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, okay.
You learn, don't you? Never have I ever texted someone I miss you out of boredom, not emotion. I have done that.
I've never done that.
I was such a dick. This is fucking karma.
Yeah,
Never have I ever
manipulative.
flirted with someone just to prove I still had it. I haven't done that. I haven't flirted with someone just to prove I still have it.
I don't need to prove that I still have it.
Because you know you do it.
Mhm.
I don't know what I did this for. I was like, what were you doing?
I was like, should I Facebook you or should we play the tone?
Never have I ever posted a brand deal I didn't believe in at all, but the check was too good. No, I've never done that. No, I don't think so.
No.
Never have I ever talked trash about another creator's
Honestly,
content.
the part of that one that is for me is like the check was not too good. So
it didn't matter. You still
it's no matter.
Never have I ever talked trash about another creator's content and collab with them later. I've never done that. I don't know how to fake things. There's so many creators now who people will be like, oh, I should work with. And I'm like, you guys will know if we're not cool.
Yeah.
Actually, you won't know.
I've not
'cause I
talked
can-
trash about their content. If I've met them in person and they
they're
were
not cool.
shitty,
Yeah.
I probably talk trash about them being shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
But then
that.
like see that they changed and I'm like, okay, cool.
Do people change?
Okay, we shall find out.
Never have I ever screenshot a PR email to send to the group chat before replying professionally. Not really. I don't know. That's weird. Never have I ever gone back to someone who embarrassed me publicly because this time will be different. Never done that. I never will.
If you embarrass me publicly, I might slap you.
Don't know. Domestic violence. Take that back.
Did you say partner? It says
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, but this time will be different means.
Oh.
Oh, well, if it's not partner,
It's
I
not
have.
partner.
Oh, I have.
Ah, no.
Oh, and they've showed me Shege Pro Max. Oh, guys, when I tell you, let me tell you something.
Wait. Okay, I just read it. I know you. You. Plenty times. Which one do you want to pick from? Which year?
Which
Which
year?
month? Which gender?
I don't know. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm working on it. That's all I can say. Guys, it is so hard when you don't realize that people aren't just good.
Yeah.
That people are selfish. And the amount of friends.
Yo, that was your Tommy? That's crazy.
The amount of friends that they would show me who they were and I would argue against them. They're telling me who they are. I'm telling them, no, don't worry, you can't be like that.
If
Let
you
me
can
help
see
you
it in the
see
moment.
better. And then they hurt me and they still circle back and I still accept them back. You stay miles for a month. Let's go.
You know what? Wait. You know what I think with this? Right?
Whoa.
I think when it comes to you, it's two things. Because I'm always like, oh, I should give her the advice of just like, actually like be
I don't
rigid
listen.
with it. But at the same time, I also know that like that's not you.
Yeah.
I think like if you have a friend or you have someone who has been in your life and like they, you know, disappointed you in like their actions, I think it's okay. Because I feel like there's no way like you're gonna spend time and like come together with someone that like I think humans we just like connect. We have that electricity. So it's like that connection is gonna happen.
I also think that like I think this is so sad. I think on some level I can handle pain.
I don't agree.
Let me explain what I mean by that.
That you sound like a drug addict.
No. Let me explain. My therapist is the one that said this to me. Let me explain.
Okay.
Yeah, this is therapy speak.
Okay.
So apparently, because of my idea of like, I can handle suffering, I can handle pain because people are going through it, I can help them. That's where I come from. So if a friend, for example, is very mean to me, does not communicate with me, it's like, this is the best example, right? Like I got a job or something, and this friend is like, they hate me for the job. They're very mean to me. They kick me out of the house. They do all these things for me, right? In my head, when I see that, I don't take that as like, this is a terrible person. I take that as, oh, someone hurt them before that made them hate me for getting this job and not being successful. If I can just show them that they can also get the job too, then they wouldn't be so mad at me, and then we'll still be friends and I can help them be successful. That's where I think. I don't think and go, F them, why would they? No, I'm thinking, how can I help them because of their hurt? And it's fine if they hurt me in the process because
what if they don't
I'm
see
a big
it
girl.
ever?
And that's the issue. So my friends would say it takes me like too long to realize somebody is not going to change. And that is where I'm trying to learn now that I deserve to have boundaries on my own safe space. Like I deserve care. I deserve to have somebody who's going to fight for me the way I fight for them. And they've been friends in my life. I imagine the one that just came last year, the one that happened. and I just really wanted me and her to be best friends. And I tried everything, but I realized like some people are just hell bent on competing with you, or, you know, just they just have an idea of who you are that would never change. And that's okay.
Right.
And I didn't realize that
And
for
that's
a
how
really
they
long
see it.
time. And that's how they see it too. Oh God, guys. When I tell you, I remember I was running my marathon. I'm not going to tell you who this person is, but I was telling you the particular story. I was running my marathon, and this is a friend who I just done so much for the month before. I was running my marathon, and I remember I had to call the person because I was so worried about something that was going on with them mid-marathon. Like I was doing something hard, still caring and thinking about them, and realizing at that point, I remember when I got off the phone, I was just like, why did I do that? Like, why did I stretch out my hand for that extra level of care that they would have never afforded to me? They would have never thought about me in that way. And that was like my wake-up call of, oh, these people actually don't give a fudge about you, and that's okay. So, okay, moving on from that, because that was getting deep.
Wait, before we go to the next one.
God.
Because I want to talk about that. There's this guy that made this video. I know if he was joking, but I thought it was very genius. He was talking about Nigerians, right? But let's just say people. But he was talking about Nigerians particularly. And he was like, oh, this is the reason why he can never be happy with Nigerians. Crazy statement. But he said some people are like pepper. Some people are like onions.
Okay.
Some people are like tomato.
Oh, wait, I love him so much. And I love his content. Uche.
Yeah.
Yes.
The way he talked about like making the soup. Because what I was going to say to you was like, one of the views that I will probably like die on the older I get is that like the people, because we know how we are, right? And as the older we grow, the more we understand the kind of people we want to interact with. I truly believe that like if we spend enough time like on this planet, we're going to build a community of those people.
Yeah.
And I think the people who like I've started to see people who fall out of my life. Because for me, it's like I'm someone who's like I'm a diehard, right? For you to live my life is because like you just decided to quit. And if you decide to quit, to me, I'm like, that's the universe kind of like moving you away. It's actually being done for my good. It's like this person is, because it's like, sometimes you feel like you're forcing, like you want this person to be in your life, but it's like they're doing everything they can
to not be in your life.
To not be.
And you're dragging them back, like, come here. No.
And that's their way of just like going so that it can also create space for people. And we'll see. I might be wrong.
Yeah.
What was she saying?
Never have I ever been the toxic one and pretended it was the other person. No. I don't think so. I'm not that kind of person.
I might have done something toxic, right? But I don't think I would continuously
pretend
like
or say it. I'm too self-aware to be toxic. That's my issue.
Multiple times.
What do you mean?
Like I might do something toxic, but like it says like be the toxic one and pretend that it was the other person. Like I would never think he was the other person.
I would know like it was me that was moving. I'm too self-aware for that. Like I think I know when I'm acting up, and I'll even say it. I'll be like, I know I'm moving this way, but I need you to understand why I'm moving this way. Never have I ever posted a subliminal quote and hoped one specific person saw it and suffered. Oh my God. My repost on TikTok and my repost on Instagram. If you want to know what's going on in my head, check my repost. That is my subliminal. Because I remember the time when we used to tweet on BBM Messenger and stuff like that. That was, my mom is the perfect, I got it from her. She loves a good subliminal quote. Like she loves a good, may God help me. My children are killed. Like she loves to post shit like that. I love doing that too. Like my repost right now, I'm like, if I'm in my feelings about something, if I'm tired, if I'm overwhelmed, my reposts always show it, especially on TikTok. Yeah. So for sure. What about you?
I've never done that.
I know you don't repost stuff.
I'll say it to your face.
No, but I'm not saying it to your face, but let me give you an example. So you're not going to make me think I'm crazy. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's certain things that you might be going through and, like, you're just scrolling online and then you see it and then you're just like, oh, this makes sense.
Oh, I know.
Like, this one is like, I just feel like periods should be 45 minutes max. Like, I don't want to do a video, but I want people to see that.
No,
I
of course.
relate to
Like,
that.
this how,
Yeah. That's why I think I do that one. Whatever.
Yeah, but we're talking about, like, the sharing on your story. Like, or you break up with someone. No.
Yeah, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Never have I ever dragged someone in the group chat and hugged them in real life. No, I don't know how to do that.
No.
I'll tell you I dragged you and then hug you. Never have I ever created my own heartbreak by imagining relationships in my head. No. Never have I ever lied during a never have I ever.
I might have.
But not this one, no.
Then
During A, never have I. Have you lied in this one?
no.
Yeah, during a games night, oh yeah, I'd be lying.
I don't lie
People are
anymore.
nosy. Never have I have, huh?
I said I don't lie anymore. I'm too grown for that.
Never have I ever screenshotted a message to ask someone else to respond because I have no original thought, which is rude. I've actually done, me and ChatGPT go together real bad. I'm like, if someone sends me a mail, I'm like, can you help me decode what this person is saying so I don't misinterpret it? Because I don't want to go crazy.
ChatGPT and like people being, because I feel like people could not even type messages before.
And now people depend. I think it helps. I think, honestly, I'm always up for regulated advancements. The issue is always when it's not regulated. And I think the problem with AI and ChatGPT is it's not regulated yet. Because if not, it's just another tool to help you. Like, that's all it is. Like, the amount of times people are saving now on a lot of stuff that is supposed to be critical thinking is definitely worrisome. But what difference did it make that before I used to write 5-page essays with my hand, and now people can write 5-page essays with ChatGPT?
I mean, the thing is, if you're not a good writer, then you're probably not a good editor. And if you don't know how to edit like this ChatGPT thing, because like sometimes
you don't know how to even ask a prompt, you're not already smart.
That's true.
Like it's all skills.
It doesn't change. It's like you're fucked from the job.
Yeah, like, and people are talking about AI as if you also need to guide AI. Like you need to guide inputs. But the goal is to get to AGI. What's that?
Like, I think, I don't know what the A is, but general intelligence. Yeah. Where like we actually don't need the input anymore. Yeah. And like it comes up artificial with general intelligence.
That's if the AI bubble is still a thing. Okay. Never have I ever said new year, new me while doing the same exact things. I have done that.
Yeah, me too.
It's a struggle. We're gonna do this when I come out for film. I want to review my last year's vision board. The things I put on that list, was I dreaming or smoking? Because what did I think I was doing?
Same here. We did it together.
Now. We have to be very, very careful this year of actually being intentional about the goals.
Honestly, like a big part of mine was travel.
And that didn't even happen.
No.
Yeah. So we work on it. Me and Donald do our yearly vision boards, so we should see. Never have I ever let someone think the breakup was mutual when I was actually sobbing. No, I don't know how to lie. Yeah. I'm very much like, if something's happening to me, I would say it. Like, I don't know how to lie.
I've done that before.
Of course you have.
No, yeah, my ex. Actually, it crushed me more than yo.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Yeah, because she was the first girl that I ever loved. But when I didn't know that sounded so sad.
Yes.
Yeah, but like when we broke up, like it was like, oh, like G.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I don't know if people would do that. Like I'm like, if you hurt me now, I will cry in front of you. Like I can't hide my emotion. I don't even have to pretend. Yeah. Now, after I will be fine. Because I feel like my friends always say this, they're like, why are you so okay? And I'm like, I'm not. But I know how to allow myself feel. Right. I think a lot of people don't let themselves feel.
She probably doesn't know though.
That you were that sad about it? Yeah, I feel like men do that so well.
For that particular one, because of the way when someone's about to like, not like when you're about to break up and you can tell that the person is being like extremely selfish. Yeah. In that moment, I was like, oh, this person is choosing herself. Like she's choosing like her family, like all those things. So I didn't even want to give her the benefit of even feeling showing like because I'm just like, the decision was made. Yeah. It was like, I was like, yeah.
Sounds familiar. Never have I ever gone on a date knowing fully well I wasn't emotionally available. I have.
Yeah,
I regret that. I didn't feel good about it. Okay, last one.
I didn't regret it.
Never have I ever stayed in a situationship that had a 0% chance of becoming a relationship. I have not. I feel like you had, right?
That
one.
Not from that one.
Our mutual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one.
She's married now. We also married.
That's crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah, she's married.
Oh my God, guys. Well, guys, girls and gays, that is the end of today's episode of Am I Still Out, the podcast. We're ending it there. It's been a long episode.
No.
What do you want to do? Am I Still Hype session? No, I'll do that separately at the end of it.
What do you mean?
We'll do, like, I don't want to do, I don't want to for this episode. I want it for like a big one. Because you've never done your Am I Too Loud if I da-da-da-da. But I want that for a different one. Not us here. Guys, as of today's episode of Am I Too Loud, the podcast with Sophie, aka the motherfucking Odditty, and my co-host here for the day,
Donald Aduvier.
I knew we were gonna do something stupid. Guys, don't forget to follow the podcast. I don't know.
Do you guys see how she believes me?
I will stab you in the neck.
And I'm gonna keep this part.
Anyways, guys, send us your podcast questions and stuff in the podcast hotline. We're going to put the link in the description below. Yeah. We want to start doing some like voicemail question segments on the podcast. And
amitooloud.com/voicemail.
Ooh, I love that. Is that what we have?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Perfect. That's easy. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Listen to me on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, and everything and more. I love you, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye. Happy holidays. Whoa. What's wrong?
If you stay to this part, hit subscribe. This bell right here. I'm gonna keep this part in.
That was good. 2 hours? Our first 2-hour episode?
Let's put some bloopers of Sophie farting.
If you enjoyed this video, you're gonna like this one right here.